Hello? Hi. Hello? Hello, Mega Man fans! Welcome to New Moon 2025 Cycle 8 Blood Moon 2. So, this is the second Blood Moon of the year. If you don't know what that means, it means suffering, assault, and a lot of net battles being played out. Which is a positive, actually. So, we have, I forgot how many people we have in this Blood Moon. Let me see. Okay, we have 25 Moon Battlers in this Blood Moon. So that means in 2 weeks they play out a round robin group stage that is split into 2 pools of 12 and 13 players. And we also have seeding, so the top players are seeded and split across both groups. Today we are joined by our casters Symes and Symes and Neryth. Symes has betrayed us yet again. Yes, but I'm doing really good. Okay, hello Neryth and Symes.
Hello?
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 Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are excited for some great... What? Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Yes, hello. Thank you for tuning into today's stream. This will be the first week of this Blood Moon round robin. As our stream operator, Player Zero, said, it is split into the 2 pools. And so we've got a pretty good selection of matches to go through today, as always.
Yep, we have over 2 hours of matches, so that is probably going to be a 3-hour stream. With that, let's hop into this bracket scrum real quick. And here we can see how the groups are divided up. Let me also drop this in for our casters. So as you can see, Player Zero has made their return in this tournament. They have been very busy up until now, but they are joining this one. They had to drop out of Blood Moon 3 at the end of last year, and then they could not make it for Blood Moon 1 this year. But we also have Honor Knight joining, and Big Bird is someone that placed 3rd in the previous tournament and had to drop before the losers finals played out in the previous Blood Moon because they said they had personal business they had to take care of, and they are now going to be known as Bird going forward. In fact, we have multiple names being changed here. Rouse Day is going back to Rocket, and A4 Average is going to be henceforth known as At. And yes, Honor Knight was held at Get On Point to join. Honor Knight says they are retired, but unfortunately, I don't think the Honor Knight fans would be happy to hear that. I'm not happy to hear that. And since I can't really complain about him not joining the tournaments anymore if I haven't joined for so long, I am also here to put money where my mouth is in the 2nd week. I've only played 2 matches before. We also have Neryth. And of course, we are stuck in the same group and have to knock each other out, probably, as is tradition. And unfortunately, I do not see a Symes here. What happened with that?
Yeah, I don't know. This is actually only the 2nd Blood Moon ever that I've missed. I just wasn't really feeling it. You know, I'm also retired now. I'm just a commentator now, as you can see.
Well, I'm glad you're still a commentator at least, but yeah, I did try to get you in on this Blood Moon. Maybe we can all make the next one, we will see. Though there's also talk about running a mod card / patch cards Blood Moon because it turns out we haven't run one since 2021.
Yeah.
Can you keep that going? Just keep that going for like another 5 years.
So true.
I still want to do the All Stars deep dive.
Yeah, I also really want to do that, and I believe And My Stacks is also a big fan of that. So we will have to figure that out because, as you brought up, this is also going to be the M1GP's 10th anniversary this year. So yeah, we're going to have to be figuring out something in there. Oh, speaking of returns, we also actually have the return of Mercury Wings. The Mercury Wings actually hosted the original Blue Moon tournament, which was a tournament that played out over several months, and that was actually the inspiration for our New Moon series. Obviously, it is different from Blue Moon, but yes, that's where the name comes from, for those wondering. M1GP Iceberg meme.
Yeah, he's like one of the super OGs from like way back, right? Like since 2009 or something.
Yes, actually, even before that, I don't know if their YouTube channel is still up, but I think they went by the name Public Enemy #1. So if you look up those crusty quality VODs from back then, you might actually find them. They had quite a few versus Eurasia and also against older players, including some of the names from the renowned folder FAQ. And Mercury Wings is an absolute legend. When I started playing, people were trying to avoid playing it because he unfortunately only had dial-up at home. But we knocked out those matches, those 5% speed matches that miraculously played all the way through in VB League, and I was just like, I'm having the time of my life. So I appreciate Mercury Wings for sticking around despite the circumstances. And fortunately, the game runs at 100% now in Tango instead of 5%, so it's literally, what's the math on that? 20 times faster? I was thinking it can't be that much, but it is.
I mean, I don't remember 5%, but I do remember against certain people that will not be named, it was like 60%.
Yeah, 60 was pretty common for like our time, but yeah, again, it was dial-up, so actually the transfer speed actually was like that. It's very weird though because you know that's literally an hour-long match, but it actually went through the entire way.
Yeah, I had a hour-long match with Buster. It was painful, but yeah, I guess the only other notable absence from this Blood Moon, other than I guess myself, would be the current reigning Moon Master Josue deciding not to defend his title, unfortunately.
Right, the Moon Masters, Player Zero and Josue had a talk, or rather Player Zero went to him and asked why he didn't join, and Josue said it was not worth the stress, which if you have not been on a Blood Moon Top Cut, and especially gone on to the winners finals, it is very stressful, unfortunately, because the tournament plays out over a week at least usually, so it's on your mind that entire time, and Balnarvik 6 is tough. It is very, very tough. So yeah, it is absolutely
definitely.
Yeah, so even though Josue was sitting, you could say, comfortably in the grand finals multiple times, they said it was very, very, very stressful for them. We hope to see them again, though. Hopefully it's not as bad next time.
Yeah, I think with that, can we get into the setups for our first match, maybe?
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so the first one is going to be at versus LDR 100. So I think this is the first time LDR has played in a Blood Moon.
I think
a non-kettle setup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they still have the Elect Man though.
Wait, do they? No, I don't think they do. I think that's Element Man.
Oh, they have
It's still
Element
E-code,
Man.
yeah.
Oh, I saw the E-code and got confused. Okay, so yeah, they're still doing E-code, but it's a very different E-code. Yeah, instead of like the Elect Man object combos, it's the Element Man, and you got your Elect Pulse 2. That type of E-code, I see.
I mean, Element Man does still have Elect, I guess.
Yeah. He sure does.
Yeah, both players running that element SP, just the LDR opting for the EX as well. Yeah, so it's Falzar versus Gregor matchup, Hub versus Colonel Force. So we're going to see that utility coming out for Falzar. Have I ever told you guys how much I hate Bugbuster?
Yes, I think you have.
All right, well, I'm just going to reiterate that I hate it. This is like, hold on. That's only level 1 Bugbuster, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that is only level 1. They will get max buster stats from their hub, but yeah, that with that speed +1, that's only buster bug level 1. And I mean, LDR has the buster bug, but as Gregor, you're not usually relying on it too much. Only really when you're like if you're in Slash Cross and don't have the area, you'll use it.
Yeah, it's way more of a backup. Gregor. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Gregor definitely. Those charge shots are way more consistent and generally higher DPS. But yeah, it's weird to see it only level 1 in Falzar here, but we'll see. It is
they could have just used the green HP 300 there to at least get level 2.
That's a very good point. Yeah, that's an optimization that could be made to this Navicust. And yeah, that would up your DPS a bit.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter that it's the same color as the humor, because the humor is already out of bounds, and it's not like having a higher level humor bug. That doesn't actually make any difference at all.
Yeah, it is a W code from A4 average, or that is A4 average, right?
Yes, that's A4 average.
Yes, they're
okay. So yeah, that is a W code. So we're gonna see the usual suspects in there. Gundel Soul 3, Summon Black 3, all to take advantage of those double get-ins. And of course you see that's H burst.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they don't have those spreaders tagged with each other.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, because it's not like you're gonna want to pull them by themselves. So
no,
tagging
they're pretty useless on their own, especially Spreader 1.
I think they have some utility on their own, mainly as like a disrespectful finisher, but
well, they do have the Spreader L and uninstall L. I imagine being hit by an uninstall Spreader. That would be incredible mental damage.
I'm pretty sure
huge
Meta
disrespect.
will be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Meta Wolfie has hit me with a Spreader uninstall before. And probably a Mega Cannon and literally a Reflector, yes.
Oh yeah, definitely the Reflector uninstall was something that Marvino would do. No, you cannot do Spreader 1, 2, 3 for H-Burst. You'd think you should be able to. If you could, it might actually be a decent PA, but no, you're forced to do it as a Alphabet Soup PA for some reason.
Yeah, they even have Life Sword and Star Code in this game.
Yeah, like I guess they were worried about Spreader like boosted by double point or Hyper Burst boosted by double point, but like I think it would have been fine.
In PvP, it's kind of hard to hit. It's kind of funny with a little boiler though, if it was not a multi-chip PA. But yeah, I guess that's like that breaks the rules of PAs. There isn't anything else that works like that. It's kind of weird that they have 3 tiers of Spreader and 6 actually. But sorry, go on.
Alright, so I guess the other notable thing here is that LDR 100 has got the area advantage here with 4 grabs versus AT's 2 area grabs, but it's going to be kind of awkward here because of those double get-ins. They're definitely going to make it pretty painful for LDR. There's going to be a couple of turns of just receiving some Gundel Soul 3s and Summon Blacks.
Yeah, and maybe even that H-burst PA.
Yeah, that's a good point, because if you immobilize your opponent with that Geddon, you can really just go in with the H-burst as well. So that's probably the overall plan here.
How much damage
yeah,
is H-burst? Is it 100 times 5?
I think it does like 600.
Oh, that's more than 500. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, but you have to like actually hit them with it. Like I'd rather, like it's stopped by holes, but I think even something like Power Wave 3 would be a lot better most of the time.
I like Power Wave, but I think in this land of magnums, get-ons, and also just the natural holes, it's very, very tough to hit. Like if you hit Power Wave, I feel like you deserve it most of the time. And then there's the random battle, completely neutral field.
Yeah, but there's other PAs that have better range that go over holes too, like even Great Yo-Yo or Super Spread, the wide shot PA and stuff.
Okay, so Minoriko and Entitas educating me here. So if you hit head-on with the Hyper Burst, it does 60 times 10, but the Splash only does 5. I didn't realize that the point blank was actually more damage than the Splash. Wow, okay.
I think with that though, we're probably ready to get into this match. It will be very hype if they can actually pull off the H-burst, the A4 average H-burst truther.
They submitted apparently most of their matches so far, though there's only 2 of them on stream this week, so we will see. I think they probably submitted every single one where they actually hit H-burst, so...
That's also kind of a funny amount of HP. You don't see that very often. That's 1650.
It's definitely a weird HP value. I mean, you see it once in the Blue Moon, but... Or I guess once in the Blood Moon here, but yeah, it's definitely... It generally means there's something funny going on. And with that anti-damage Navicust, it's going to be interesting to see how much value At can get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they have humor, so I guess there is something funny going on.
Ooh, is that green?
Ability.
Yeah, I think that's the green invulnerability kicking in, so it's going to be pretty safe for this opening. That's actually really funny, breaking off the those panels before the area grab comes in, so now the Gregar player can't actually step forward.
Yeah, they do have this bugged flow choose, which is actually kind of similar to what non-stop Moth used to run. But until they use Hub Batch, they won't have those air shoes, so they are going to be trapped by these broken panels.
Ooh, nice. Sneaking it in before the anti-damage.
Yeah, definitely wanted to get that with the humor proc, but if you have the chance to get it on a TFC like that, it's definitely safer to take the guaranteed 260 instead of going for the greedy ×2.
Oh, wow, blocking. Yeah. That is actually pretty good at these anti-damage usages. LDR actually faked him out on the first, that first charge shot though, so that was pretty good timing on LDR 100's part.
Yeah, and LDR doesn't have uninstall in this build, so they're just gonna have to play around the anti-magic for the entire match. Ooh, but A4 average now going for Dust Cross, I guess probably wanting to dig for that Hub Batch. So giving off the emotion bug and anti-magic for now.
Yeah, I think it's already gotten some value, so it's not... Ooh, there goes the Life Aura right there. It did take 2 Navi chips to get rid of it.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate sequencing for LDR. They probably wanted to just set up the grass to go for the ×2 element man SP, but if they used the element man SP first, that would have actually worked out better.
Yeah, and that's one of the unfortunate consequences of playing Gregor, actually, because if you were playing Falzar, you'd have the option of going Tengu.
Ooh, counter hit. And there is that hub batch. So we got max buster stats as well as air shoes. But still stuck with this warp stuff as well. And now actually they can't center themselves with the hole panels. So
Ooh.
this could actually be an issue for Ad.
No, this could be a really nasty turn, right? If you check this out. Double Gundel Soul, get in turn. But it looks like they may not go. Oh, no, here it is. I'm surprised they wouldn't Beast for it, though, because Beasting allows you to just avoid lining up and taking charge shots.
Ooh, anti-Navi, but in Tomahawk Cross, this Erase Man won't paralyze. And that invis will not help you.
Oh! I almost want to say...
Oh! The Elect Pulse 2 value. That was the wide sword command on Var Sword. That's funny.
That was...
Maybe that was just the Sonic Boom, but I don't think so. I think they actually pulled off the wide sword there.
That is really funny, but also... I was gonna say, like, maybe they should have held the Element Man a bit to interrupt the second one, but they had a second Pulse 2 that turn anyways. That is unfortunate for At.
Ooh, and now it's actually At getting Uno reversed. Now they're the one getting trapped and hit by this Gundel Soul. And this should almost kill them. Yeah, or oops, K-word. Delete them.
Oh, that's rough. They could have made it to the end of the turn, taking one less charge shot if they had connected with that Magnum. But yeah, LDR playing really well here.
It's gonna be tough to survive. Ooh, and a Beast out. Does this mean a Q Force is coming?
Barrier 200 drops, but they're gonna take quite some damage here to that barrier. Oh,
hold on.
Oh, this is good though. They've got a lot of turns of this.
Ooh, the full cost. Oh, there's the H burst, but going for the Erase Man SP, it looks like. I think going Spout or Aqua Cross would be a mistake. Yeah, staying in Tengu's the play. Ooh, this is gonna be really close. Will these holes repair in time? Yes, they are. Ooh, and there's the Q Force. But Invis. Will this last until the end of the turn? Ooh, just barely. And there it is.
Will it connect?
Wow! Look at that frame data. Oh, by the way, when you're invis with barrier, Kernel Force doesn't actually hit you, right? I think that was the Beast Buster that took out that barrier because it was doing extra damage on invis.
Wow, that's crazy. The 1 HP Hyper Burst. The H Burst Truther.
Okay, I can see why they submitted this one. That was really funny. Oh wow, that was a clutch play at the end there.
The madman is going for the uninstall now.
I am still not a H Burst Truther. I am a Corn Fiesta Truther, though.
Oh,
There it is, the uninstall spreader.
Wait, spreader doesn't flinch, so it didn't flinch them out of his super armor.
yeah, you can see LDR has left their programs behind.
I guess, well, like, what do you do with the other spreaders? I guess you just beast charge them. Ooh,
Yeah, I mean,
big.
oh,
Yeah, and it seems like LDR doesn't have the elect pulses to decross and interrupt the Gundel Soul this time.
I mean, I don't think you can blame them. That's a turn 2 Gunnisol setup. That's rough.
Oh,
wait,
oh, one.
Oh,
Oh no, they should have. They should have gone through their chips to reach that. Then that would have saved a good amount of HP. Now they're down to 610, which is really rough because they don't have recoveries here.
Yeah, because that also would have been a big decross on the spout
Wait,
too. Like that would have.
This is... Yeah, I was gonna say... Did A4 Average want to lose ground cross there?
I think maybe they thought they could keep it and go for like a beast charge, but yeah, they were like frame trapped by that machine gun.
I think they had to move down. If they moved down, they might have gone it.
Looks like it'll be end of turn. Ganon.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
That was getting really close. I was like, oh no, are we not using it?
Yeah, just set those 3 grass panels. Might as well.
Ooh, Summon Black 3 takes care of the life aura. Wait a second. Yeah, they were still flashing. I mean, the barrier 200 comes into play anyways. Okay. Nice connect on the Magnum to get rid of that trap.
They got another anti-damage block now.
Ooh. Yeah, that those stars actually they start chunking your opponent when they're trapped like that. Wow, okay. It's so frustrating playing against it, and just because there's no visual cue for it, so.
Well, the thing is, it snowballs because if you actually get the input, you basically get the input again immediately. So there's no downtime if you keep getting it.
Yeah, I think like you have to be more patient when you're playing against it. Like it's pretty easy to actually play around it after, but if you get like tilted or something, because yeah, if they get a successful block with it, there's no cooldown. So yeah, like if you get blocked by it, you just have to like wait a little bit before attacking them again and like wait it out.
The thing is it blocks everything too. Like it's not like shield, which or piercing damage hits it.
It doesn't block everything. I'd like to see it block a poison panel.
You can't see it right now, but I'm making a face.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah, well played to At and LDR 100. That was a really great H burst ending on the first match, and a really good spreader uninstall opening on that second match. So yeah, well played.
And Tataz in Twitch chat says, could you imagine though standing at a poison panel and just firing off shurikens like a Gatling gun? Wasn't there something weird with Balnorek 3? Symes, do you remember? Was it Team 2, the healing one? And like poison panels or something? I remember there was some sort of weird
Yeah. Well, because BN3 it has the scuffed Navicus, so you've got the EX codes, and so there's the really OP one that's HP plus 1,000, but it gives you a poison step. And then I don't remember exactly how it works. This would be a question for Mars, but yeah, Team 2 it heals like a percentage of your HP when you're at low HP. But yeah, like it works. I think if you just take any damage, so you can get it to proc off your own poison panels and get like a huge heal off of it.
Yeah, there was something like that, but I couldn't remember the exact numbers either. It's too bad we don't have Morris here. I think he's probably at work. Bless him. Okay, with
Yeah,
that,
it might be like something crazy, something really strong, like a 25% heal. And then obviously if you have the HP plus 1,000 EX code, you'd have at least 2,000 base HP. So 25% of that would be like a 500 HP heal or something, which is obviously really strong.
yeah, that's crazy. I kind of want to see a clip of it now. Okay, let's go into setups for the next. Oh no. What is this matchup?
So yeah, we've got a average H-burst truther again, which we've just seen. There's also this Neryth guy. So both players here are Falzar. And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is a pretty this is just a normal build, right? You've got your 5 area grabs, 4 panel grabs, anti-navi, anti-sword, anti-recuv, invis, and anti-damage. Who needs those? Yeah, you've got the Neryth's signature Aquaman reg. And yeah, I mean, you've got this looks like just the salad cust. And yeah, so this is a pretty spicy build. I also I didn't notice the buster up. I don't think I've seen that before, but that's not reg or tagged or anything, but that will give that attack 5. And yeah, basically the point of this build is to just go all in on Tengu locking them with these 2 get-ons and all this area control. Also, not just the Tengu cross, but Tengu beasting them, which is why we've got those 3 anti-swords to just really try and protect Tengu.
Yeah, it's I think this Neryth guy was actually like the runner-up at the 20th anniversary event, right?
Oh yeah, I remember something like that.
Yeah, I think. Oh, you were actually the one who took it, right, Symes?
No comment.
Yeah, so it is. It's pretty interesting. When I saw this matchup, I was dreading it because of the anti-magic, right? Yeah, it's.
Yeah, like I said earlier, sorry, that was weird hearing me. Like I said earlier, if you don't, it's kind of like a knowledge check. If you don't actually know how the frame data on it works, then it can feel really oppressive because they just keep firing it off and you don't actually know when the window is to stop it.
Yeah, the thing is, even if you do know, it's still a little bit of a like guessing game, because obviously that's the big advantage it has. Like there's no visual cues, so you still have to like try and guess when they're doing it. What I like to do against anti-magic is I'll also just like fish it out with some key shots.
Yeah. Well, but it's weird, right? Because if you fish it with the T shot, then they effectively have no downtime on it. But I guess you're gonna assume they're just gonna try to use it again right afterwards. So yeah, it is a little bit of a mind game. Like this is a situation where it's literally just a mind game.
Yeah, it's just a mind game no matter how you cut it, but you can assume that they're going to try to optimize it. So, but again, that's just an assumption. Yeah, it just makes it so like you're never sure if your damage is going to go through or not, especially on stuff like highly impactful stuff like Meteor Knuckle. What a shame if that were to be blocked by by the anti-magic.
That doesn't
Wow,
happen,
this isn't foreshadowing, is it? I
actually
see.
I actually don't remember, so yeah, we're all in the dark here. But that's like the big heavy hitting thing I've got here. So
I mean, it can't possibly be an 8-hit Meteor Knuckle that gets blocked, or that would be really bad.
That would be so funny.
all right, yeah, I think we can jump into the match then.
Okay, now.
Yeah,
I'm
let's go.
Yeah, one of the big disadvantages I have here is actually that they've got a ton of cursor chips, right? With the double magnums, Erase Man and Erase Man SP, and then the machine gun one for the uninstall, right? So there's no real safe way for me to go into dust.
Yeah, that is actually, yeah, that is a lot of dust hate, and I guess also trap removal. That is interesting. I kind of feel like at that point, like, it's almost overkill.
I think it's interesting because obviously if they're playing H burst and also they're playing anti-magic, so there's these two really weird things going on. But they've also got like a sort of a pretty meta folder list besides that in terms of like how much cursor there is to fund these other Bowsers.
Getting the humor proc on that Magnum. Are they gonna get it on the second one? Oh, they do. Wow, that's big value.
Ooh, yeah, that was just like perfectly timed.
Yeah, because Magnum, of course, Magnum's one of those chips where it technically breaks the panels the frame before it actually does the damage. So even on those holy panels, it still got the full damage there. So yeah, that was really good value for add.
Yeah, now they've got this uninstalled machine gun lined up while there's basically no room for me to maneuver, so we'll see if I can avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, uninstall isn't really the biggest deal here because the only thing you've got is super armor, so you're not losing any. Ooh, and there it is. It's not like you have any shield or shoes that you're losing, but losing super armor is still not ideal. That's very funny, the anti-magic against the Feather Buster. Seems like they're actually missing it a little bit.
Yeah, they are doing some random buster shots, which I can't blame them because I've been missing a lot of Tengu back B inputs, so a big part of like de-rusting is just being like, oh, yeah, I forget the way I have to do these inputs. Oops. In fact, I think you might see it in this set. The random bustering as I'm trying to back B, but we'll see.
Oh, okay, there's the 8-hit Meteor Knuckle, but A4 average H burst Truther had the defense for it. Let's see, I think Rush is still in play here. Yes, it is. and I'm not sure what that Navi they had was.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure either.
Yeah, if that was like a Element Man SP, that would be pretty rough to lose. Ooh, and going for the Tengu Beast here. Putting up this Life Aura. As well as what I assume is an anti-sword. And yeah, there it goes. So yeah, anti-sword is very interesting, because it can actually proc even if you have a Life Aura up if you get hit by a sword attack.
Ooh, yeah, if not for the beat, they would have actually taken out my Life Aura and gotten the D-Cross. Because that was a humor proct, or whatever that Navi was. I think it was Duckman.
Oh! An anti-sword finish. Nice. So that was a very good first round for Neryth.
Yeah, surely nothing goes wrong for me this second match.
So starting on the cube field, an A4 H-burst truther. Both players going for the dust suck here. Ooh, and At gets it. This is, ooh, and both players with Life Aura here too. That's pretty clutch actually for Neryth that they managed to step into the other row right as At used the get on, because they couldn't just buster them with the cubes. And actually it looks like, yeah, just going for Tengu here, giving up those rock cubes. I wonder if we will also see a Tengu cross from Neryth.
I don't know why I would go Tengu here. It's not like all the panels are broken.
And that they have Life Aura up. Yeah, no real reason to go Tengu here.
I don't think I actually go Tengu here. If I remember.
You could like go Beast out and Wind Rack, I guess.
I could also just stand in place and throw a Wind Rack.
But panel grab. I mean, if you have Sanctuary, that would also work to deal with these old panels. Ooh, and getting no value out of the Judgment. In fact, I think, ooh, that's actually very unfortunate TFC. I think that Judgment was probably meant to just be thrown away to beat, actually. So I don't think that they meant to TFC that there. That's actually very unfortunate. Or did they already get rid of beat on the first turn? I don't think they did. So they're actually going to have to... Yeah, that's rough. They're going to have to give away a Race Man to beat here.
Sorry, just choosing to take that variable sword is really funny to me because there was so much tell you could see the text. like as warp stuff.
Hey, give me a break. This is like the second or third set I've played in like two years.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. But I was just like, oh, there's no way they're gonna hit this.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay.
so there's the beat. Not the biggest deal, but gonna go ahead and clear out these Sanctuary panels here with the Element Man. Ooh, they get it lined up too. Oh, wait. Oh!
Wow, the frames, it still worked out. That's incredible.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty cool interaction there. But, let's see, what is Neryth cooking? It looks like At is taking the get on, which maybe they're gonna try and get a D-cross on the Tengu here with the anti-magic. Because otherwise that get-on won't really give them much value here. Ooh, a race man. Oh, but they get the block! Oh, no.
Oh! Wow, having confidence out there, anti-magic was in effect there.
And yes, ooh, the area grab. Ooh, wait, summon black, and they still have crack step. They need to break this panel. But is that another anti-sword? No, it's not. Oh no, that's really bad for Neryth, and the ×2 Magnum. Now, I think Neryth does have Recuv 300s in their folders, so the question is if they have those in their hands still. But, wait, they picked the Gundel Soul before the get-on. Are they just gonna try and mash it out to just go for the instant delete?
That's so greedy, but it's so fast, it might work.
Yeah, unless Neryth can just instantly mash out a Recuv 300. Let's see. Oh, they do!
that walk into them was definitely on purpose to send a message.
Okay, the slow gauge, but ooh. Just the neutral beast charges. Yeah, this is still tough. This wind rack's gonna take out almost all of Neryth's HP. Oh, yeah, 8 HP, 3 HP. There's the H burst. Oh, no. Are they really gonna go for the H burst when they have 3 HP left? Okay, I mean, yeah, they're not going for it.
I mean, I think you're obligated to, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Unfortunate. Because surely there's no risk in not going for it. I only have 3 HP.
Yeah, but I don't think we've seen a Meteor Knuckle come out yet in this round. Now, it is currently where they're standing. It would be a 4-panel range for it, so it would be unlikely to... Oh, boy. Oh, the Element Man
Oh my goodness, though, like, if that did max hits, that could have deleted. Wait, was that guaranteed? That was 3 panels?
That was 2, because I area grabbed.
No, I think their area was coming back, actually.
Yeah, it looked like there was 3 panels there, but I'm not sure. But
I think that actually would have been 4.
That actually was the spreader difference, unironically.
It was actually going to be a 2-panel because the area was coming back and then I area grabbed. So like, I think it was weird in how it was displaying, but I think that was actually 2-panel.
Ooh, and another one of these dumb cube fields. Gets the cubes again. Both players with life aura. Ooh, and that hit. Ooh, that's unfortunate for Neryth. They lost their life aura to the cube. Boutman gets completely blocked. The rush gets blocked. And they have the machine gun to go for this D-cross here on Neryth's Dust Cross. Oh. Will Neryth be able to... Oh, yeah, I think they can avoid this. Yeah, okay, they avoided it. Easy. Still not the best first turn. Ooh, 'cause they get hit by the second cube as well.
Pixelman on YouTube asking, how can I participate in a tournament? If you look at our YouTube channel, we actually have a how to join New Moon video guide, so please check that out first, and then also obviously join our Discord if you are not in it already.
Man, they really don't have anything to go with. Well, no, they have the machine gun 1 asterisk to use with the uninstall. And then also wind rack and the spreader.
Yeah, that spreader uninstall. You have to be careful.
that is big value from the beat, blocking the erase man, but it doesn't really matter because they still have this Magnum.
Surely I don't miss.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, not like this. You hate to see it. Let's see now. Ooh, okay. They're dust shooting the 2 H-burst components. Oh, that VAR sword. We could see the rare VAR sword value here if they can get the Tengu decross with it.
Impossible. I would never let that happen, right?
We'll see. Maybe they're gonna go for that that wide sword command again. I don't even know what the wide sword command is for
it's
just.
actually like kind of annoying, I think.
Is it like because the long sword is Hadoken. Is it like the Shoryuken inputs?
I definitely do not remember. I just remember it being tougher than I expected, considering that.
Yeah, I know the life sword one. Oh, there it is. Wait, how many hits was that?
It should be 8.
I think so, but that might have. Did it do the thing where like the flashing started before the last hit?
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if that was actually 8. That should have been. That was Max Knuckles attempting to hit them. Maybe.
Yeah,
it
that
looked
might have
like-
actually only been 7 if it did the thing where the flashing started early. A 7-hit Knuckles, just like 7-hit base.
Oh wow, yeah, we should let face. We should let Solix Cross know so he feels a little better. But yeah, the timing on that knuckle felt kind of weird, like the timing of the hit.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe we could like check the replay of that after.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
we're
could-
all just crazy. Okay, the Judge Man. Those holes should all be gone. So yeah, that will reclaim this area. Ooh.
Ow. Delta Fiend and
Oh,
YouTube chat.
and
White sword
that's it.
command on Verisword is up, right, down. Oh, it's not too bad. I guess it makes sense. It starts from the top and then it's like a sweep.
All right, yeah. So, well played to average H burst truster. Yeah, that was pretty scary, especially with the ground piece connects at the end.
Yeah, that turn in round 2 where they blocked the erase man with their anti-magic, and then they also block an element SP on grass. And again, they had the confidence that their anti-magic was going off and chose not to use their anti-damage on it. And they decrossed the Tengu on that turn. That was a big turn. But yeah, let me go back into that and let's see. They should be
Okay,
on this
so
turn,
yeah,
right?
they're at 14. Okay, it's not. I think it's a little bit farther. Yeah, right here. 1496. $13.96. They should.
Oh, it
no,
is
that
8.
was 8 hits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I felt like the timing of it was kind of weird, but maybe it's because it's in a phone.
Soul in shambles.
I think maybe it still started doing the flashing before the chip ended, but it was after the 8th hit. I don't know.
Actually, I think flashing has to do a frame change. Like that's why element trap is weird about it too. Or you can like get hit by a time phase chip that causes flashing, but still get hit by the element trap before you start flashing. I think it's just that anti damage or invis will work, but I don't think you can actually I don't think it's actually gonna block the meteor knuckle just from flashing from getting hit from it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because if that could happen, we'd probably see it a lot more often. I wish it could happen.
Yeah, I think what we're actually thinking about is the delay, like after
Yeah, it's if you TFC something. If you TFC not go into defense, that's when we see it. Okay, GG's. Let's go on to the next one.
all right,
Okay,
and then
so we've already seen LDR in the first match, the Gregor E code. This is our first time this tournament seeing Thiago, who's of course one of our best veteran players. This is pretty interesting. He's got the Giga +1 setup with the hub knuckle. Got that full cust reg, so probably going for a dust dig to get that hub badge active as soon as possible. They do also have a warp step and level 1 cust bug. Yeah, this is actually a pretty standard bugged Giga 1 cust. You could also use it for hub DDT. Thiago going for the hub knuckle. We got the 5 area grabs. We got the fanfare attack, which is always fun. Yeah, it's actually just a very defensive build. We got the random barrier 100Y, the barrier 200 to go with the Raceman SP, as well as Sanctuary. So yeah, this is actually just a lot of utilities. So yeah, mostly gonna be trying to just get those max buster stats from Hub. It looks like they do, of course, have the level 3 buster bug as well.
Yeah, definitely. It looks almost like what you brought up with the Navicust being a pretty standard Gigafolder one Navicust, right? Like, because typically you would see this enable hub BDT, but instead what we see here is hub Meteor Knuckle. And then, of course, the array of defensive and utility chips they've got, again, makes you think almost that they're playing BDT, right? Because usually your goal there is to survive until the BDT pull, and then just counter all of your opponent's offensive moves while dropping Dark Thunders on them. But I just want Thiago to know that I disapprove of this build for the simple reason that it has a bugged buster. And so part of
Neryth, it has a get on.
People have this misconception about me that like I actually really like get on, but I'm kind of actually neutral for get on. Like it's actually whatever. I don't feel like strong positive feelings about get on. I do have strong positive feelings on Poison Seed, but that's not get on. But yeah, so with hub BDT, or with a hub Meteor Knuckle, I mean, right? You have a lot of burst, and then a lot of this damage is gonna have to come if you're playing against like a high HP build with recoveries, which LDR 100 is not. They're doing a 1900 HP with no recoveries. But if you were up against like a 2800 HP total, or 2800 total HP build or something with a decent array of defenses, a lot of your damage would have to come from the bugged buster. And so taking into account the fact that like probably some of these navies and or these navi chips and some of these heavy hitting chips like Muramasa, whatever, might get blocked out by defense, means that in your total damage calculation, you're going to need to lean on charge shots and beast charges and your buster setup, which is where the hub comes into play, of course, to give you those buster stats. But long story short, I hate Bug Buster, so I disapprove.
Yeah, what I'm also actually seeing here is that this seems like the type of build where you'd usually have a slow gauge, but he doesn't actually have any gauges. So I think a fast gauge matchup would actually be potentially a huge issue for this build, but thankfully for Thiago, LDR also isn't running any gauges, so this match will just be a good old-fashioned normal gauge.
Yeah, I think you're right on the gauge assessment there, in that it doesn't have fast gauge or slow gauge in it. So, but it's clearly, if you look at the build, it's clearly leaning more towards a slow gauge in terms of how you would want to play it out, right? You've got 2000 HP, 2600 total with recovery 300s, and then you have all of these defenses, and you have all of this like overall DPS, and you're clearly aiming to delete your opponent with all of these things going in favor, right? But yeah, so fast gauge would definitely make it kind of struggle to close out before the 15th turn. In terms of the actual build, or in terms of the actual matchup, though, the fact that there's no fast gauge does mean that Thiago has a pretty good shot at just taking out LDR 100. But at the same time, they are both around the same HP before recoveries, right? 1900 versus 2000. So with Gregor being the way it is, you could just see a Colonel Force turn. That would be just catastrophic. So
yeah, definitely. But I think with that, we can probably get right into this match.
Here we are.
So we have ice with 2 ice cubes, which I think is a hugely Falzar favored field in general, unless the Gregor has float shoes, in which case it's still Falzar favored, but maybe not so much.
Yeah, I think this is like the worst field other than Permaholes, because it's like not only do the ice panels already kind of favor Falzar, because of course you can always go for the turn 1 Aqua Cross to not only not slip on them, but then also try and freeze them with your charge shots. But then you also have the cube, so you can still just go for the dust suck as well. This is just a pretty rough field for Gregor. Still not as bad as Permaholes though, but
it can be catastrophic, because it's pretty limiting in terms of what you can do turn 1.
Yeah, if you're in air shoes Gregor and you have get-ons, you can of course just get on the ice panels, which is fine. But as a no shoes Gregor, it can be pretty rough, because you might have to like just immediately like burn your sanctuary or something. Of course, that's assuming you even have it. We do see LDR though with the Element Man here, so if he wants, he could just change these to grass panels, which it looks like he is probably considering going for here. Yeah. The issue is that Thiago does have Sanctuary, but I guess for LDR it's fine, because he actually does have all 3 copies of Element Man to deal with that.
Ooh, that's a nice dodge on LDR's part. Stepping away from that judge. Ooh, but that's a good dodge.
Oh, but uses the charge shot a little too early. And yeah, not gonna be able to wait. I mean, well, I guess he doesn't really need the grass. Oh, what was that? Oh, well, Thiago was invis, so yeah, it didn't matter.
Ooh, yeah, that second cube is gonna land.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he holds down to buffer the movement. He might just be able to avoid it, but I guess we'll see. Maybe not. Oh, no, wait, he's trapped.
The panels are broken.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he's row locked right now, so he's gonna take this, and it's obviously not worth it to block it with a life aura. So
oh wait, he might beast jump it with the elect pulse too. Hold on.
Ooh, that's a possibility. Yeah, especially with the elect pulse 2 start frames.
No.
Yeah, LDR made the attempt, but unfortunately the frames didn't work out.
Yeah, that was definitely a good attempt. Ooh, and Thiago with this barrier into the erase ban SP.
The 1 damage Falzar Fetters coming in here. Hub, of course, not being dropped yet.
Yeah, and LDR does just manage to get rid of Thiago's barrier 200 at the end of that last turn. So I wonder if we're going to see Thiago maybe change out of dust here, because you do not really want to stay in dust against the race beast if you don't have any defense left. And I'm not sure. I don't think Thiago has like that much of race coverage in this build, except for maybe a wind rack.
I'm just gonna try to step these erase tails. Dodges the first one. The second one.
Wow.
Oh, and it's not slow gauge, so yeah, it's only 2 tails.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky for LDR that he whiffed both of them. That's really bad, because that would have been like 440 damage. Like, you
Oh wait, is the charge to erase tail attack 5? Is it 220 or it's 210, right? Isn't it?
I always thought it was 220. Maybe it's only 210.
But yeah, here's the Tengu for the back B, real quick.
Ooh, let's see. Ooh, step forward. Okay, yeah. Okay, he does get that one, but this is only going to be a 2-column Q force. Still gets the Gundel Soul, so still pretty good damage on that.
It's almost disgusting how good the damage was just from the Gundel Soul during the paralysis.
Luckily, we have a wiki now, so I checked. It is actually 220 for the erase beast.
Just goes to show you, you should always trust this Gregar player to give you the accurate number on the Gregar beast.
I can't believe Neryth is out here trying to spread this misinformation.
Okay, but to be fair, you also gaslit us on how Major Knuckle worked earlier.
I gaslit myself on that too.
Yeah,
yes.
true. I guess it's fair if you gaslight yourself. It's not lying if you believe in it.
Yeah,
we're all old people.
We're all old boomers.
Yeah, we're all losing it. Oh.
Ooh, so that did interrupt the Tengu charge. I wasn't actually sure if that would still go through or not because the animation played.
I think there's like a frame or two where you can interrupt it, but not really interrupt it. Like it still generates the attack. But that was way too early for it to actually carry through.
Yeah, and this is actually going very well for LDR so far this round, up 1,000 HP. But just as I say that, Thiago pops one of his recovs, but let's see, gonna get frozen by the Element Man here. This should be... Ooh! Oh, that invis is big, because actually that would have otherwise been it. And setting the grass here, I guess just wanting to get rid of those ice panels. LDR down to just his last 2 chips here. But
yeah, I would think you would want to stay in Elec just because it has the best frames here for actually trying to connect.
Yeah, there's no real reason to change. It would be tempting to go for Heat Cross with these grass panels, but...
Yeah, but the advantage there with the double damage is it's a one and done, so if you miss in a row, they can just guarantee that it's going to take like 2 or 3 charge shots there.
Yeah, but if that hit, that would take out almost all of Thiago's remaining HP. Let's see, I don't think we've seen Meteor Knuckle yet, but Meteor Knuckle alone won't do enough. Ooh, but the get on ground cross will do a lot. Oh, but we got the Magnum. Oh, Thiago has the defense. That's crazy.
I mean, these are some good turns for Thiago, but with this HP gap, I just don't think it's going to be closed like that. I don't think we've seen the Muramasa though, so there's another potential way for the gap to close further.
Yeah, that's true. And it's actually, it would be better for LDR here at this point, actually, if we were in slow gauge. Yeah, the wind rack into Muramasa. Ooh, and LDR is not okay. He finally lines up a charge. And Thiago immediately has more defense. And now, Meteor Knuckle here, depending on the RNG, could make this very interesting.
Yeah,
if
if
LDR, I would not camp the back column here. I would actually go in the middle column to maximize the range of the Meteor Knuckle.
Yeah, because I mean, if you corner yourself as well, even if the Meteor Knuckle doesn't do that much, it's gonna break all those panels, and you're gonna get stuck in the ground cross charge shots.
Ooh. Just 2 hits. And yeah, smart. Just wait for Thiago to go for it. Yeah, not trapping themselves. Very good play by LDR.
That was really clean from LDR, knowing that the fanfare is a bait to move down for the Meteor Knuckle. And unfortunately, Thiago did not get his forward fit in 6 hits on 9 panels technique.
Wait, can't Thiago still land it? Because I know the panel's broken, but they have air shoes, right? Does that not influence the charge shot?
Oh, they can. For some reason, he's just not lining up with LDR. Ooh, I'm not sure if that must have been. Oh! That's it?
Oh, okay. Well, Thiago gets it anyways, but I was surprised they didn't actually go for the charge shots. Maybe they also forgot.
That was 1300 HP versus 263, and Thiago didn't take a single hit since then.
Yeah, that was kind of a bit of a unfortunate ending for LDR. They're just not able to line up enough of those Electrocross charge shots earlier on, and then getting trapped by all the broken panels. Not able to finish Thiago off there. Ooh. Wow, turn 1 life ore and bug fix. I see the Thiago luck is in full effect.
Yeah, you love to see the turn 1 life or a bug fix. The only thing that would make it sweeter, which is impossible here because Thiago's not running to uninstall, but if you had turn 2 uninstall machine gun or something.
That's basically the one thing they're missing from their build, but also I don't agree with the full cast there. They could have just, they're already safe for the life RI. I would have just waited for another turn of full cast, I think.
Yeah, they could have broken and cracked some panels over there on LDR side first, and then that would be a better setup for the next turn, as well as having full cast for another turn of digging.
Okay, well, I guess they don't have anything to dig for anymore. Interesting.
Oh no!
Oh, wait,
no, you're trapped. Oh! And
wow!
Grace.
During the slide. That's crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, you got the decrossed on Thiago's dust, which is nice and means you get to keep your slash as long as he doesn't have knuckle. But like, Thiago doesn't really need dust anymore. He already got his bug fix and hub, so.
Yeah, obviously, like, dust is just nice to have for as long as you can keep it, but they've already pulled off the important things.
Yeah, and LDR, even with the +1 area advantage, giving up slash here. Oh, because he's actually trapped by those conveyors and holes. So that was actually a good call. But actually now he's no longer trapped because of the Thiago changed that hole to ice.
Ooh, waiting for the lineup actually, so Thiago wanted to confirm this.
I think he should have time to mash out and still get the Pulse 2 off before the end of this turn. Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
and
big value.
it's a value.
The invis.
Yeah, that's really good. Getting the cutting the impis short.
And just going for the Q force here. This could be really bad unless Thiago has his get on or meteor knuckle this turn. Even meteor knuckle would only stop part of the Q force.
Dodging the wind gust as well.
Oh, and that's it. Thiago didn't have any defense for that Q force.
Yeah, I don't agree with that full cut from Thiago. They could have gotten multiple more digs out like that, but I don't know if it would have made a difference.
Yeah, that was actually a much faster round because I don't think Thiago ever got the chance to use either of his recovs.
Yeah, and the defense also just wasn't there to block the Colonel Force, so...
Well, that was also a good showcase of what happens when Gregor gets good sequence and gets that Colonel Force early with that setup.
Huh. I'm surprised LDR isn't just going erase turn 1, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thiago is consistently using the full coast turn 1.
Yeah, I guess to be fair, this round he didn't have the life aura, so the dust was a lot less safe on turn 1.
Yeah, but that makes it even better to go erase piece turn 2, right? Because now they have they're missing another chip to block the tail with.
Yeah, the problem is that LDR doesn't have the slow gauge because erase piece charge takes so long that it's not nearly as dangerous than normal
they can still
gauge.
get 2 out, it's not bad. Well, here it's a little surprising to me that they didn't open up with the Magnum. It's unfortunate.
It is also, I guess, kind of surprising that with Thiago running such a dust dig centered build that he doesn't have any extra way to deal with the race.
Yeah, that's true. He has only one win rack, I think.
Yeah, you kind of need to save that for life aura.
Yeah, that was why I kind of commented on LDR not going erase turn 1, because looking at the folders, Thiago has no real threat versus erase. So it's safe to just go erase turn 1, and then, ooh, there's a lot of value from that stolen erase man right there.
Well, that's what I've been saying for multiple Blood Moons now, though. We have open setups, so you can see what the opponent has. So you should be able to check what erase counters there are, and if there aren't, then why aren't we seeing more tails? Like, I think it's because people are playing Colonel Force and they're trying to keep their beast turns for Colonel Force only. But then see, this feels like a waste to me. Now you're crossing out of erase without ever threatening the erase piece. I don't agree with that personally.
And you're using the elect pulse. That's the other thing I thought, because he's running E code with the elect pulse, so maybe he's saving the beast out for that. But now he's just going for it just with the elect cross.
I think he wants that juicy 300, but I don't know if that's worth it here.
Yeah, because now, Thiago's like, why would I go forward? Oh, well, he might. Let's see. Okay, I don't agree with that. Why are you using the area grab and then sanctuary? Because if LDR reclaims his area, you've just given him a bunch of holy panels for free.
Mercury Ween says in YouTube, honestly, I think it has to do with our scrimming. Despite our tournaments being open setups, we rarely scrim that way, which means we don't get practice processing this information. But I don't agree with that because LDR has been playing in these tournaments for a while now, and all of the tournaments are open setups. So for regular participants in our tournaments, it is part of the. It's just something it's intended to be something you play in.
Yeah. I think that is a fair thing, though, for people that haven't been playing in tournaments lately. Like, I think Mercury Wings, this is the first one he's joined in a long time.
Yes, and I'm very glad to see him here. Very good performance so far, too.
Yeah, it would be pretty hype if he could make it back to top cut.
Okay, well, there's the curse, though. Now that we've spoken favorably.
Wait, what curse?
You talk about it, you hype a player up during stream and then they immediately get 0-2.
Oh, wait, we just need to compliment player 0 instead of insulting him and make him lose.
That's what I've been saying, yeah, maybe that's what we need.
This is pretty juicy here. Thiago being in Tomahawk on these grass panels. You've got that Element Man SP in hand. I don't know if I would be going for... Like, yeah, the Heat Beast is good, but... Ooh, and he still has this Barrier 200 up as well. Ooh. And Thiago, oh, but it's end of turn. He can still just elect pulse off this thing. But we once again see LDR down to just his last 5 chips, and Thiago this time still at over 1,000 HP. So it could be pretty tough to actually finish him off here.
It's really rough because I feel like if they just went for the erase piece, they would have had such momentum. Even if it's only 2 arrows per turn, that's a lot of damage. And didn't Thiago bug fix early already too?
Yeah, I think actually if you just do it, you might even just have time for 3 tail arrows in a normal gauge turn if you don't go for anything else.
Yeah, if it's perfect and you don't get interrupted, I think so. I like how if Thiago wasn't an invis right now, they would actually get decrossed from the heat body.
Yeah, Thiago, ooh, going for Tengu. Wait, oh, LDR needed to cross cancel there because he was stuck in the Gundel Soul animation, so he couldn't use the Elect Pulse too. Yeah, why did he stay in heat? Oh, that's very funny, but there was that one fixed panel that he could jump to for the Elect Pulse.
Yeah, that was actually very well played to pick up on that.
Unfortunately for LDR 100, it looks like this is going to come down to a pretty brutal endgame here with just those 2 chips, right?
Well, Thiago already used Spout, so I guess if the panels stay unbroken, then they can still try to tough it out with Charge Cross, but that's all they have now. But yeah, that's the thing, they used all their grabs, right? So they have no value from Splash. That's why I would have just polished them to erase.
Ooh, yeah, this is a pretty tough situation.
I don't know about using the barrier. I feel like that was unreactive.
Yeah, I think you just have to hold it to try to block whatever comes out from Thiago, right?
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
shame.
And I also, I'm not sure why they didn't go into charge this turn now that the panels are fixed.
Yeah, Thiago has they only have Aqua from Element Man since they've shown spells. So if you just held onto the charge, Yeah, see, there it is. If you just held on to the barrier 200, you could have blocked this one.
Oh, yeah, that's, I guess, value.
But does Thiago show Meteor Knuckle yet?
No.
See, that's the really rough thing. They wasted that barrier 200. I guess it's just nerves.
Yeah, I think against this...
Oh,
that's... Yeah, I think LDR is just needed to manage... Wait, does he not know that Thiago hasn't used Meteor Knuckle, or is he just, like, embracing his, demise?
I think he's just embracing his demise, because, yeah, it's...
I think they're trying to threaten the Tengu, which is... If they had defense against the Knuckle, you know... It's kind of the best option they have here. But that's the problem. Like, they need to just hold on to the charge. Yeah, they just insulted now.
Yeah.
Like, if they just hold on to the charge, then Thiago can't really step forward. But I feel like a lot of things could have been done in that one round. That's a shame.
Yeah, I think both of those rounds that LDR lost were kind of just lost on resource usage, but it's kind of hard to fault him for that because obviously Thiago has a big advantage in terms of managing their sequence and their folder overall with Dust Cross. So
I don't agree with that though. I feel like if you're playing Gregor, especially a high HP Gregor build, though LDR doesn't have recoveries, it's up to your opponent to have to manage their resources because Gregor can just slug it out so well.
Yeah, but we did see basically that LDR didn't manage their cross and beast in a way to get as much threat as they could have. So it just became like there were turns of wasted crosses and wasted beast, where it's just like you could be threatening heavy hits on your opponent during these turns, but instead nothing came of it. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not a matchup issue. It was a decision-making issue.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to LDR, like as we said earlier, I think in all the previous ones he was doing like the Electman combos as Falzar, so I think this was probably like the first, definitely the first Blood Moon, I think, where he used Gregor, and that is definitely a pretty big adjustment in like how you have to play.
Yes, indeed, that's true. But I feel like that's what's neat too. Just how different versions, not to mention same version, different setups can play. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You did mention fast gauge versus Thiago, so I went and checked. So Thiago actually has dropped one round so far, but won at least 6. And the one round they dropped was versus Minoriko, who does have fast gauge. They also won against Rockin, who was the other user running fast gauge in Group A. In Group B, there is davidvvv and Ricochet that's also running fast gauge. So yeah, there's 4 fast gauge users out of 25. Kind of funny that they were evenly split, actually. But yeah, with that, let's go to the next match.
Yeah, I guess that's because you and Honor Knight, who have run fast gauge in the past, are going for different stuff this time.
Yeah, that's actually, I was thinking that's kind of funny because back in the day, Thiago would aggressively build their entire setup with my matchup in mind. And I was running fast gauge for years, so I guess they're out of that now. But yeah, speaking of davidvvv and fast gauge, we have Enduring Ray versus davidvvv.
Yeah, and I guess I think that I see Enduring Ray's got a slow gauge Gregor actually with BRS. So I think this will be our first match of the day with the gauge war. Basically, you want to, it's like a game of chicken almost, because whoever uses their gauge first can end up losing the gauge advantage, because whoever uses it second will end up having their gauge usually for the rest of the match. But
Yeah, so it is going to be interesting to see because typically when you see a gauge war like this, a lot of it boils down to how much value you can squeeze out in that one turn of gauge advantage, if you can even get it. And then also how strong you are in normal gauge as opposed to your opponent, right? So if your build is overly reliant on fast gauge or overly reliant on slow gauge, and it's actually just like too gimmicky in that way, then you might actually end up losing out like overall. So it should be interesting. You see Enduring Ray with this W code BRS Gregor build, 1700 HP, Air Shoes Humor. Wait, this is Humor Gregor W code.
I believe Honor Knight lapped it out with Ray and coached him on how to play it.
What I think is interesting here, well, yeah, there's some strange things. Like they have the 3 Gundel Soul W and no uninstall, and also like if you have Humor Bug, like I'm like, where's those like big heavy hitting SP navies? They only just have the usual big 3 and asterisk code.
So they've also got Anubis, but no Poison Pharaoh. So it's just that, like, it's just going to be the raw Anubis, which is,
yeah,
it's not like it has its uses, but it's also,
yeah. I mean, with all the 4 area grab and 4 panel grabs, I'm sure they're going to go for a back row setup with it, and same with the fanfare. But
I feel like I would have rather run a fan to pull them back with DRS.
Yeah, Winder Fan in the back row is very nice for making sure they can't put up a life or anything, and the fan could also pull them forward into BRS range, even if you like don't have lose the area.
Ray not running undershirt has me concerned. Also, no recovery 300s in the BRS build, so yeah, that's interesting.
well, yeah, I think we've been talking about like Ray's setup exclusively so far. But I think part of that also just has to do with the fact that davidvvv, other than like the fact that they've got Tango, has like a pretty normal setup. As far as like the folder goes, this is really standard. You've got, right, Meteor Knuckle Neo variable, all of this stuff. You got G code, a little bit of W for the Magnums, Barrier 200. Just the standard assortment of defense. So like it's super standard, a super standard folder on davidvvv's part.
Well, it looks like it's inspired by Player
like
Zero.
It could be a pretty rough matchup. Sorry, go ahead.
It feels like a Player Zero setup besides in a folder, besides the fact that it's fast gauge. Player Zero will probably run recovery 300s there instead.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because humor, it's an interesting build from Ray, because you're basically like not wanting to use your crosses, because like BRS, right? You don't really get any value out of the crossing when you have BRS if you can pop it early. And humor as well, so it's just yeah, we'll see how this plays out.
Ray is saying, not gonna lie, made this folder to burn fast and hard, but burning fast and hard is BRS?
Yeah, BRS is like that's like a slower play style. It's like almost like BDT.
Yeah, BRS is definitely a slow burn. So if this was supposed to be a fast and hard thing, you could have probably gone with base or Colonel Force, especially with that much area control. But yeah.
Okay, Ray saying, I can't say I'm a smart man Kappa. Maybe Honor Knight didn't help them with their build after all. I'm not sure. I don't think Honor Knight
maybe Honor Knight like sabotaged them.
Well, they were both in Group B, so they did play, and then afterwards, I think Ray was just like, oof, ouch, my legs, and Honor Knight said, I did warn you about the counterplay, so not sure what happened there. I'm kind of curious about that match. But then again, we do have to keep in mind Ray submitted this match, And you know people only submit their wins, right? So we'll see how this goes.
Well, I think in the last match, I think LDR submitted it versus Thiago, and he lost. So that's not
Yeah,
always
that's part
true.
of the joke. But yeah, thanks to LDR for being a good sport.
Yeah, don't forget, also submitted their set versus me. And so actually, yeah.
Okay, in that case, statistically, I hope Ray loses. Okay, are we ready to get into the match?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, this is an interesting hand. This is a horrible field for Ray, actually.
Well, they do have shoes right now, but they can't move onto that panel. Double slow gauge, well, you have attack 1 Gregar with no... attack 1/1/1 Gregar and BR... Oh, and you're gonna use the slow gauge? Oh, no! No, what's happening?
Maybe they're
Look,
they're just getting it out of their hand.
No, but davidvvv has 2 fast gauge! No!
Yeah, but if they don't actually use it this turn, davidvvv won't know that they used it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, are they actually gonna do this? Do we trust Ray to do this?
No.
No.
That was very quick.
They're gonna what do they lock? Like double area grab this turn with the slow gauge and so I think what's gonna happen.
They took the Anubis. Yeah, they're gonna go for like the slow gauge back row Anubis.
I think it's kind of weird that they chose to run Rush instead of Undershirt because the Warp Step is actually not bad for BRS. If they plug their shoes in the Undershirt.
Ooh, well, they got pretty lucky with that color bug. And a turn 1 Beast Out from David. Oh, that's actually really bad because the Falzer Beast Out, it's so dumb that it can just remove back row objects for free. Why does it get to do that?
I mean, it's not for free, but...
Like, yeah, this Anubis, it's already dead.
100 HP. I mean, 50... Not bad, not bad. 50 value.
Yeah, the Anubis value, big.
I think running a cannon would probably be good too.
Yeah, or as we saw earlier, running a spreader.
You know, they couldn't run the Undershirt without bugging it out when I look at it. If they took out a Cust 1 and you have charge, it's not like you're gonna be in any crosses because you're attacked once, so you might as well go charge, I feel like.
Okay, well, look, they can finally get some value here.
Okay, maybe they just get 2 times punk everything, right? Easy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but they're already taking bug effects after the summon black.
I mean, they do have Cust Bug. Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's
well,
humor.
David had the defense.
That's humor with Cust Bug. Oh, that's rough. I think Ray has actually won some sets, so I'm actually very confused now.
Well,
That's bad. Uninstalled.
Oh well, they body checked this though. Not a
really
goal.
not bad.
Here is that David isn't actually running Get On himself. He just has like magnums and stuff. But this means that Ray won't be able to really get any value from his Get Ons now.
I think what's interesting here is that this is a pretty unfortunate matchup because davidvvv actually picked 6, like the full array of defense, right? Triple invis, triple anti-damage, barrier 200, life aura. So they've got 8 defense chips there to use for time freeze. And Ray is just trying to play with humor bug, like trying to get that ×2 summon black, which is probably gonna get blocked. Yeah. So yeah, because davidvvv they're playing it really smart. They're just holding their defense. They know there's no buster threat, so all they have to do is hold on to defense.
Yeah, there's no threat until Ray pops BRS, which unfortunately, they still don't have it.
Yeah, that's right. Humor is gone because of okay. So
Actually, Tango is like the Tango Navicus program is actually pretty hard for BRS too, because you lose 1 BRS's worth of damage.
Oh yeah, because you have to deal with the barrier 100, yeah. Yeah, Ray doesn't have any tagged chips, which is good, because it does mean they can get BRS a little bit earlier, but that hasn't really paid off for them yet.
To be honest, I would just go attack one Gregor Beast and just like chip charge a bunch of stuff just to get the BRs, because like what's going on here?
Yeah, no, I remember because when Honor Knight was using BRS, like it's definitely still worth having Buster stats even with BRS, so you can get value from the Gregor crosses before you pop BRS, and you can get value from the Beast charges even after popping BRS. Like it's definitely still worth at least having a, maybe not like charge, but at least like attack 4 or 5. That's crazy. Attack 1 Erase Beast only does 100 damage. That's so sad.
That's a lot of damage. That's more than the Anubis did, so.
Man, I think Ground Beast is on 80 if you count 2 hits.
To be fair, the turn 1 slow gauge Anubis could have been decent if davidvvv didn't randomly hard read it and go for a turn 1 beast out.
Yeah, that was a... He didn't have any setup for that Bowser. That was just a completely random raw ass Bowser.
No, you're on because Anubis. Okay, Poison Feral, yes. Anubis is so slow that even if like davidvvv didn't counter it, it was gonna do like 80 damage or something.
Okay, like, so we do now have the BRS active. Ooh,
oh, well,
but
yeah.
Interrupted, not. Okay, there we go. We're probably gonna see davidvvv cross out of thinking here. Ray trapping himself.
Well, no, this is actually the BRS tech. You can't get pushed back like this. The problem is there's that one panel, so davidvvv can just walk up. I
think the problem is actually that isn't Tengu cross charge shot faster than the BRS?
There's that too, yeah. Oh no! What's the dog doing?
Oh!
We are at fast gauge. Oh, but wait. Oh yeah, big.
Ooh.
Yo, Ray is cooking. Oh no!
Okay, Ray, no, you can't be proud of that. That was just a misplay on their part. You painted yourself into a corner, and then davidvvv decided to shoot themselves. But then they also took out a gun missile afterwards, and you were gone anyways.
Okay, well, wow, this is again a really unfortunate field. We've had 2 perma-hole fields so far. That is very cursed.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think the perma-hole is that bad for Ray because they're not playing Kernel Force and they have panel grabs. So, like, they can still get the access they need. But, like, it's still, like, very, very confusing what's going on in these games.
Yeah, Ray, you're not wrong. This has definitely been an entertaining match so far.
This is making us flex our brains. This would be interesting, right? Because these perma-holes, that's actually some ×2 potential for, and generation potential for your summon black 3s, right? Right off the bat, you can just step down and route summon black 3s.
Yeah. Ooh, and Ray gets very lucky. Gets the invincibility twice in a row.
I mean, 25%, right? That's way better than the chances of getting a turn 1 bug fix. And look at all these.
We get the ×2 M Boomer. That's pretty good value. 300 damage.
Yeah. Now you're cosplaying as Tomahawk, man.
Look at how fast that M Boomer comes out too. davidvvv can reaction time.
Yeah, that was just like playing Tomahawk Cross. Wow.
Wow.
Look at that damage.
This is the great Battler's buff right now. Look at this absurd RNG so far for Ray.
Well, I mean, with Tomahawk Cross though, it's like very obvious usually when you're chip charging it. Whereas I guess with the humor, like maybe David thought that Ray had a Magnum or something and was camping the barrier for like a TFC.
Yeah, someone couldn't possibly go Tomahawk Cross just to charge 1 Mega Boomer with no setup, right?
Yeah, who would ever do that?
I do that like constantly. Ooh.
And yeah, the ×2 Mega Boomer again will just one-shot the barrier 200.
Ray just deciding, no, I will not use this element man and throw it away to beat, I guess. Even though he has 3 Mega Chips and 1 Giga Chip, so actually there is a high risk of the BRS being taken by beat.
Oh no, is Ray just like not... They're just not gonna use it. They're just gonna go to the next turn and bring in... Oh no, why?
Yeah,
there's like...
Rust is actually kind of interesting.
There's like nothing happening right now in these current turns, so like there's no damage threat. You're not feeling threatened. You've lost 75 hit points. I think you can take that 1 extra turn and just use the erase man. Okay, I guess not. We're doing some bug fix. But
wow, still very fast.
Ooh, and David popping that life aura, right? Unfortunately, no wind rack. And yeah, I don't think the attack 1 charge cross on grass panels would be enough to deal with the life aura either.
Oh, I see. David is he went Bowser Beast turn 1 in last round because he sees the get on Gundam Souls. He's probably scared of that because that's 3 Gundam Souls, I think. Yeah, that's 3 Gundam Souls.
Yeah, but in that case, you could probably also go Tengu.
That's true, but I guess they want to keep that for Life Aura. There's some blacks too.
There's some anti-synergy there, unfortunately, because with Geddon Gundam Souls like this, you really just want to play towards it because of how much damage it does. Like it could just straight up delete your opponent in 1 turn. But Ray isn't blocking that many chips per turn, so they're actually playing this kind of like slow burn. Especially with like humor, right? Because that's also kind of in terms of the tempo.
David's Beast ran out, and they do have the get on and 2 Gundam Souls in hand. So if David doesn't go Tengu this turn, actually, is Ray gonna go for it though?
I feel like even if Ray were to go for the Geddon
Beast out, get on double Gundam Soul here.
Okay, so you threw away the slow gauge last turn, but you're gonna load slow gauge, the second slow gauge first chip this turn?
I mean, I think the only play is to get a Gundam Soul with slow gauge, right? But yeah, okay, unfortunately.
I guess Ray was right to not go for it this turn.
We're being funny. Okay, well, there's the B because you didn't use element.
Well, at least that means B won't be taking BRS. Okay, we got the summon black here, which unfortunately can't decross the Tengu, but can at least take out the life aura.
Okay, Ray is saying I was hoping to get the slow gauge out last time. Obviously, I was too slow, but there was literally nothing happening.
I think what you need to do, this is my opinion, is replace this Anubis with a Poison Seed. I think if you replace the Anubis with Poison Seed, you're literally gonna like multiply the damage by 5 at least. Like I think just the poison panels will do way more damage than Anubis ever will. So,
but they're also running Gadon, so they would like be removing their own poison panels with that after.
I think even if you use Geddon like 2 turns later, Poison Seed probably still will do more damage than the Anubis.
Alright, there's the Anubis. Are they gonna body block it? Oh yeah.
Holy moly, 29 damage.
That's actually not bad considering how little investment that was. The thing is, the Anubis lasts a really long time for an object.
Oh wait, they have to double summon black. Hang on, that heat dragon can destroy the Anubis.
Yeah, goodbye Anubis.
Oh, it's not uninstall.
Oh, no defense.
They just need one gun assault and it's almost enough damage. Oh no. Are you gonna get
Yo,
that 1-1-1
Ray is
charge
cooking.
You don't get the free charge tackle?
I mean, it's an attack 1 charge shot. It's gonna do like 50 damage.
Yeah, I guess it's fast gauge.
All right, that's it. It's time. Time to go for the getting gun to souls, right? You only need one. You just need one. In fact, you don't need to. Just area grab.
He's used both Beast Out and Tengu. Like, the only way... Does he have a Sanctuary or any way to survive this? No. Oh, wait. No, he has Grab Revenge, Zed, but no Sanctuary. He has nothing to deal with this. Oh, Tango. That will let him survive this first one, but I think...
Okay, yeah, that's a weird play by davidvvv.
Did he make it to the end of turn? No.
Very weird to stay in Tengu without any defense because you see Ray's build. What is his damage coming from? He only has
the
his
BRS and the Summon Blacks. Like, that is a lot of Tengu hate after.
And that's the only damage he has, so... Mercury Wings in YouTube chat says, has anyone calculated damage to get from 2 slow gauge turns of Poison Siege? I think it's comparable to an SP Navi. The cool thing about Poison Panels is it does damage through flashing, while Anubis does not in this game, or Poison Barrel. So I actually really like Poison Siege. It's just all the people getting turn 2 hub batches. A lot of Get On and Element Man SP. It's really hard to keep the poison panels on the field, but yeah, like I always try to think about whether or not.
Oh, that's big. Oh,
yeah, that green. Every single game. Every game, it's the green invulnerability.
that is how 20. Hold on. Let me actually calculate that. That happened to me before against someone. They got green invincibility all 3 turns in a row.
Well, it doesn't really matter with these builds, but yeah, the game took one look at Ray's build and went, hey, yeah, you'll need this.
you'll need that. Like, the thing is, Ray said this was supposed to be like a quick burn. Right, this was supposed to be like fast and furious, but the green invulnerability would be so high value for like an actual fast folder.
No, yeah, that happened to me versus Aqua, where he got green glow every single time, and he also gets he got 4 humor procs in the span of 3 seconds that he used, so I lost 1200 damage HP or something.
According to this, it's not actually as unlikely as I thought, but it's still insane luck. The chance of getting the same proc from Color Bug 3 times in a row is apparently a 1 in 64 chance.
Yeah, thank you to Mercury Wings and YouTube chat for providing that as well.
Yeah, I just Googled it. Yeah, so it's not like I thought it would be lower than that. That's still at a pretty low chance.
Yeah, that's still that's low.
Well, so that increases Ray's chances of winning from 2% to 3% by getting green glow all 3.
Oh, the B takes the ×2 element, man. I mean, you say this, but Ray just took that second game. Wait. Are they gonna get the humor? Surely David is camping defense.
Ray's that score for no reason. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter,
David had the defense.
I like how because Ray has literally no buster stats, including charge.
See, you're talking about Anubis damage, but it's doing way more damage than a buster.
Well, yeah, that's some standards right there. So I like how because of the
Summon Black or Summon Black Bug Rise sword.
Yeah. So this might be okay, but because of the lack of charge, Ray actually mistimed one of their first charge shots as well, just because they were expecting charge max charge speed.
Oh,
Oh, 8 hits. That's it.
From their own panel grab.
but hang on. We're still at slow gauge. David,
Oh no.
this is it. David's dead. Unless he has more defense.
Oh, well, at least with this,
I think
there's
they live one more turn. They have Tango
Oh yeah,
too.
because he still has Tango too. That's true.
it doesn't even get the Tango. Still 449 HP. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for some reason I forgot. I thought that VRS
Yeah, Minoriko is correct.
did 200 damage or 400 damage like the Dark Sword one.
I think it's just
good.
that would make it insane because that first hit did 400 because of the V cross. But yeah.
Minoriko is correct. The cross slash from Neo Variable would have destroyed that fanfare there.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Instead, David VVV goes to dust and doesn't suck it up before eating Rush.
I feel like Ray could have like finished him off before the Tango proc if he just bustered him.
Yeah,
I think so. There was an opening.
This is a gentleman's game. Otherwise, why would Ray even be in this favorable position in the first place? David VVV is a good
this is
sport.
actually really close now. This could go either way. The fact that David has this anger for being stunned so long is kind of scary. I would maybe just go with the life aura here.
He already used Knuckles though. There's not much he really has because of the get on and play. I guess 2 times element SP.
Ooh, and that fanfare value blocking the anger magnum, blocking the second magnum.
I don't see why David waited so long to use
That's
the
it.
magnum.
Ray takes the match 2-1. We were, I guess, we were doubting Ray this entire time.
We were questioning Ray, but we didn't question the dog he was playing against.
Yeah, we should have probably been questioning David more as well, because that was pretty sus from David.
My doubts have only grown. I'm not gonna lie. My doubts have not been assuaged this set. But well played to Ray and David VVV. Definitely some questions have to be asked about that Anubis. Yeah, I think just consider in the future Poison Seed because it also comes in star code, so you can, it doesn't demand a turn of its own.
All right. So enduring Ray's record, I think they've actually played out all of their matches, and yeah, because it's 12 in Group B. They are 4-7. So that really makes me want to question the people that they won against, but I'm not gonna pick them out.
Hold on.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, okay, you do it, Neryth. Let's check these matches.
Well, no, I'm not going to pick those out, actually, but I just want to say Ray is saying Buster Bug, Hub, and Falzar as like counterpoints to Poison Seed, but I just want to say if you just picked a random beast and beast charged your Poison Seed, it would probably do like 3 times more damage, even with attack 1 than the Anubis on average. So I'm just saying, it's something to think about.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting.
I mean, so I don't know. Looking at that match play out, this is a case where open setups can actually completely destroy the chances of a build like Race from working if you understand your win cons and can identify them. But David VVV is a fairly new player as well, so I suppose there's that.
He made a top cut in the last Blood Moon.
David VVV is, they're a decent player. It's just, I think maybe they were also perplexed by what was happening.
I mean, they did make top cut, and I'm not gonna take away from that. But we had quite a lot of people not playing in last tournament. So that is going to move the brackets to seeing more people than usual. I like David VVV, and also, to be fair, I lost against them when they were playing BDT. I think our first match. I submitted that one on stream. That was the one where I counter hit myself, and I ate a Element Man SP ×2 on the grass panel as Tomahawk, I think. So I lost like.
Wait, how did you
1300?
counter hit yourself?
It was a BDT on the field or something, and then I don't know. Like I think it was my first time playing in a while, so something I used counter hit myself with the BDT or something. I don't know. Yeah, we would have to go look
It's
at it.
very
again,
funny. You can make a Blast Man counter hit himself with a Black Bomb.
That's so sad. No, it was not 820. It was Tomahawk. That's wait, Ray, what is this math? Element Man SP ×2 is 480, so on Tomahawk would be 960 on its own. How do you get 820?
Well, if it's ×3, it would be 720. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
on
yeah.
grass, yeah, it would be 720.
No, but he got the counter hit, so he got full synchro, so it was a 480 element.
Yeah, that would be
yeah.
960. Oops.
Wait, but was it on grass too?
I don't remember. I would have to look at it, but I just randomly lost around.
Okay. Because if it was on grass, you wouldn't be here anymore. Like, you would. It would have just wiped you out from existence.
No, I think it was on grass too, but yeah, I would have to look at it later.
Oh,
that
okay.
would be 14. That would be 1440.
Yeah. I guess I can check and find it, and maybe I can play it on stream next week. But yeah, I'm sorry, Ray, but that was a case of 2 monkeys with typewriters, and your typewriter won. Not you, but your typewriter won.
Wow, that's harsh, but true.
Yeah, with all that said, I mean, considering the limitations of their setup, I will say Ray actually did, apart from a few questionable decisions, they did play very, very well in that match with what they had to win.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a very fun match to watch, so thank you for submitting that. You don't see that every day. And to not say, not sure how I feel about this commentary that's just making fun of the 2 players. I mean, I'm making fun of myself too. I got annihilated by davidvvv. It was like a shot of the meteor hitting Earth or whatever. That's what happened to me. It was literally a meteor. It was Element Man. And also,
yeah, and Ray is also one of our community supporters. It's basically like when we all make fun of Soul X Cross, who, checking the bracket, Soul is one of the people that Ray beat.
I mean, I think I'm allowed to make fun of people with bad setups, considering the last few Blood Moons I've joined.
Yeah, unless it's like a new player and it's like their very first tournament.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that there. We're doing this to Ray because he's enjoying getting grilled in chat right now. He loves the engagement. Wait, you won against... Oh, I kind of want to see that, but that's probably why Soul is not happy.
Yeah, I kind of want to see Ray against Soul too. We need that on stream next week, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get Soul's reaction for it. Maybe he couldn't make it this week because of Memorial Weekend.
We start looking through Ray's sets, and he's getting green invulnerability every single game for every single set. And we're just like, wait a second, what's happening?
Like, okay, I'm sorry, but this... Ray is not exactly a new player. He's been in the community for a few years now, and he specifically submitted this, and he played this knowing what he's doing. So, like, if you're not expecting to get grilled on stream after doing all these steps, then I don't know what to tell you.
It's all in good fun, right? So, and like, it's not like the quality of Ray's play was terrible or anything. It's just like the play is really interesting, is what I would say. So
he kind of mind controlled. Like, I mean, we were proven wrong, right? We were proven wrong. Mind controlled davidvvv.
It was interesting. Anyways, moving on.
Yep, let's go on to the 5th match. 6 is our final. Okay, see, now you can grill me for my play, so it's all fair.
Yeah, but you can never grill me. My play is immaculate, is flawless all the time. Never anything wrong with my play. I never make mistakes. So
Neryth, I remember you had a setup one time that was almost as scuffed as this Ray one. I don't remember exactly what it was though.
No, it was bad, and Shadow got it.
It came up like at a
Friday.
Freaky Friday, I think, and we were all like, "What the heck is this?"
Yeah, it was like Chip Shuffle with Cusplug 3 or something, and like attack ups, and Shadow tried to play.
I don't
He
remember what it was. It was like maybe Chip Shuffle or something.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, my bad. It looks like I hit my hotkey for muting. So yeah, Symes just totally walked all over me. They're very rude. Yeah, it was Chip Shuffle. You're correct. I think it was like Chip Shuffle Custom 5 Buster Ups, and Shadow tried really hard to play that, and by the end of it, he was on the verge of throwing up. It was so painful. I think I got the worst setup in Freaky Friday at the time, and then Shadow got the second worst, which is that one.
I'm insulted that you don't consider my setup the worst. But okay, moving on. Yeah, Salad versus Minoriko. It is Gregor versus Falzar. Slow gauge reg here coming for Salad. The big thing here is Salad is trying to be fair, like nice and fair here. Not playing Colonel Force, Gundel Soul Cheese. Not playing anything that's too strong. Instead, we have Delta Ray Edge, which is a bit of a.
I mean,
it's interesting.
You could still use Colonel Force and not use the Gundel Soul.
I had Colonel Force last week in Cycle 7, but the way I'm playing, well, I kept drawing it at the end of my folder, so by that point, I felt like without the Gundel Soul, to do like a beast over Colonel Force, it was just better to run something else. And hey, don't talk about Delta Ray like that. First of all, we just saw Ray's setup win, so be more humble. But second of all, spoilers, Player Zero dropped, I think, their first round in Group A because they got Delta Raid. They said they just straight up forgot Delta Ray existed in the middle.
Okay. On one hand, Delta Ray Edge's actual damage output, of course, is actually very good, right? It's actually very good. But it also is revealing that you mentioned the reason why Player Zero dropped it is because they forgot it existed. So like that's like, it's both strong and also it's a bit of a meme in terms of like how it can get blocked by just panels being broken, or just the person hugging the top, which of course you can play around. You can force them to come out the top or just take a ton of damage as well. But like it's still revealing, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll give Delta Ray this. I definitely take it over Big Hook unless I was running H code.
Hey, I've lost against Big Hook and Top Cut. Shout out to Sharon on that.
I remember they did have like a funny full H code combo folder. That was pretty good.
They did quite well. I think they placed like 5th or something in a Blood Moon Top Cut with heavy players. That's good.
Yeah, I remember back when we did the old rule set with Folder 1 and Folder 2, Nugget got a Big Hook into Victor's because he had it in his Folder 2, which I think he like maybe used for like one match.
Wait, which tournament was this?
It might have been the Pablo tournament.
Oh, wait, no, the Lagema Net Battle Sulfurs? That wasn't
one of those ones, yeah.
Oh, okay, no, I remember the one now. It was you versus Nugget in the finals, I think.
Oh, yeah, that one. And yeah, he never actually used the one with BRS. It was just, or Big Hook. It was just the Colonel Force, I think.
I don't think that one was in Victor's, though. Like, I think it was only Pablo's first tournament in Victor's, but I forgot.
Okay, talking about the actual setups. What's going on here? Yeah, so the Delta Ray Edge, it is a 2100 HP Gregor build with recovery 300s and 200s, so it's a lot of total HP, a lot of defense. It's chunky. It is chunky for sure, and major downsides here: no air shoes, right? But at the same time, with this much HP and this much total HP, right? The air shoes, you can just You can just base tank most things, pump the recovery directly into your bloodstream, and keep going. So Delta Ray Edge, as much as I was talking down on it, it is like something you can kind of just throw out and catch people off guard with. Like it is a pretty powerful chip in that regard.
Yeah, it's nice having a non-Q Force Giga because it means you can save your beast and use it whenever you want and just go for like a race beast. Whereas with like this Salad build, honestly, it really is. It reminds me almost exactly of what I'd run with Chonk Rhaegar, only I would have Q Force instead of Delta Ray. Like it is. I approve of the Holy Panel tech as well as the Sanctuary. So you've got that in case they go for a get on or something.
Yeah, your Holy Panel in your build was absolutely terror for me. It's actually, especially with my B code, it's just horrible to play against Holy Panel actually. But someone had to represent Rhaegar here. I think this match is also the first net battle I've done in like 9 months or something, so we'll see how this goes when it goes.
But yeah, Minoriko's build here on the right is like this BW code kind of hybrid where you've got a lot of the cursor, right? You've got Dust Hate coming in from Machine Gun 3s, Magnums, Erase Man, but then you've also got the B Brothers, Proto SP, Blast SP. You've got like a mix of chips here that's pretty decent, but you have the reg full cust as well. It is a Tango Navi cust as well, 1800 HP with Tango, so it's also actually quite beefy. Right after the Tango gets factored in, your HP total jumps up. There's no recoveries though, so and it's a double fast gauge versus double slow gauge. So there is going to be the gauge war at work here. So we'll see who's stronger in normal gauge and who gets the most value out of a fast gauge or slow gauge turn. It should be a very interesting match. I do think the build here from Salad, it's a lot of HP, like I said. So we'll see if Minoriko can burn through that, or if Salad comes out on top with the standard Rhaegar play with crosses and beasts.
Well, this
should actually be a very interesting matchup.
The reason I'm running the Recovery 200s as well is because Symes is running it. I think it was the last time he was playing in Blood Moon.
Yeah, I was doing it though with a 15, like the lower HP Air Shoes one. I was also wanting to try it with a Chonk build.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of HP for Chonk, so I think it's an experience game. So if you're not familiar with resource management, it's a very, very, very hard to take down a Chonk Rhaegar with this much HP. But yeah, I think you were saying that you shouldn't have run a Recovery 200s, and the reason why I ran this, even though it's not the Air Shoe setup, is because I disagree with that, and I think Recovery 200 with Rhaegar is definitely playable. But yeah.
Well, I think it's better in yours because you are going with the Delta Ray, so you have it just in the full Z code. Whereas I guess I would have done it in. I would have still had it in Q code with the kernel force and stuff there, but.
Yeah, that's true. You did have the Gundam Silk Kernel Force too, so it was a little harder for you to use recoveries to chip guard if you really wanted to play around that instead.
Yeah, I think it might work better with the Chonk one than that one, but I guess we'll see.
Oh,
this is also. Oh, no, go ahead.
No, you go on first.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like a battle of generations because Minoriko is a newer player, but they have actually made like the top cut in their last 2 Blood Moons, whereas obviously Salad is a like returning veteran player, so it'll be pretty interesting to see how that plays out as well.
Yeah, actually, how this match happened, I wasn't planning on playing, but I was looking at the setups and the scores, and I was confused because Minoriko was, I think, like 6-1 in the bracket so far. And so I said, how's Minoriko winning of this build? Because I personally didn't get it. I feel like their build only works if they can consistently draw a bunch of stuff like super early. So the bug fix, the HUD batch, like ASAP, because they're only on custom sticks.
Yeah, I mean, they do have the regged full cost and the burst barriers, so they can definitely go for the dust dig and try to cycle through their folder that way.
Yeah, it is still unusual though because they also have Tangle, but then again, I should be happy seeing Tangle succeeded as a rare piece to be used. Okay, with that, I think we're ready to get into it, right?
Yeah. I'm ready.
So we are seeing the field we were talking about, full ice with the ice cubes. So that is a very favored field for Minoriko here, especially because they're probably going to go dust right off the bat. So it's going to be interesting to see how Salad deals with it. You are going to have to just deal with that ice.
Going for the turn 1 beast out is, I guess, interesting. Yeah, it is unfortunate because Salad does have quite a few ways to deal with it. Actually, checking her folder one more time. Yeah, okay, so she also has the Element Man SP. So between both Element Mans, the Sanctuary, and the Holy Panels, that is 4 chips that could deal with this. And so to not get any of them here is a little bit unlucky.
So Salad was thinking about burning those chips because obviously the turn 1 instant full cust there. But Salad locked like 3 chips, I think. So probably going to want to get mileage out of them. Just going to go into turn 2 without Beast, even though you're letting your opponent get that dig. Salad has to make that value judgment.
Well, the thing is, it's interesting with Minoriko being in a Dust Cross here as well, because if they go for their charge shots, that will break those back row ice panels, and then that would let Salad center herself again. And actually, yeah, now Minoriko is the one who would be trapped. Ooh, okay, and using the Element Man elect there.
Proto SP comes out for that juicy bit of damage, but not too much happening outside of that. And we're about to see the Erase Tails come out. And looks like... Huh. I don't think either player has actually used gauges yet, but I think Salad locked in that slow gauge. So it's going to be a question of... Ooh, okay, that's...
Oh, this is a rough situation, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose the... Okay, managing to save it.
Ooh, I'm not sure if Salad meant to do that.
I think so, because if you don't use that area grab there, you definitely just take a D-cross hit. So I think Salad is trying to preserve that erase.
I canceled over the bolster.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll have to see if Minoriko has one of their fast gauges here, because that could be pretty rough for Salad. Ooh, no, but Judge Man and Tengu Bees. What do they have to follow up the Judge Man with? Ooh, the Wind Rack. Yeah, this ended up being a pretty... Okay, does manage to finally buster off the barrier 200. Yeah, I will say that was a little bit greedy from Minoriko looking at their... Oh, they do actually have 2 wind racks. Okay, they have a second wind rack. That's fine then.
Yeah, because otherwise it does create that opening for your opponent where if they wait out your beast and then they've burned your wind rack, they've taken away almost all of your answers to Life Aura. They still have Last Man SP though, so that's one potential answer they still can use, as well as the Summon Black 3.
Yeah, but since they actually have 2 wind racks as well, that's fine to use it there.
Ooh, bit of a unfortunate occurrence there. But yeah, that burns through a lot of defense there from Minoriko. Salad trading those recoveries for the extra beast damage.
So Honor Knight, because he reviews the VODs, he says he doesn't agree with me charging a recovery 300s. But I used my slow gauge first, and Minoriko has 2 fast gauges. So I thought, I was confident I would still win on damage this way.
It's definitely, I'm gonna be honest, whenever I see you charging all of your recoveries, I'm just like, ooh, is that the right choice? But yeah, sometimes, especially against like a double fast gauge where you've already used your slow gauge first, it's probably gonna go down to damage judge.
Yeah, well, I remember there was a match where a Thiago beast charged his recovs for like no reason, and you guys were like roasting him for it.
Well, I wasn't part of that cast, but Neryth was not happy. It's because Thiago and Pass by Word were playing against each other in the grand finals with the Legacy kickoff, and they both chip charged both recovery 300s as null Falzar, which I don't know if I agree with that one. I think one of them wasn't even a tag 5.
Oh yeah. Because one of them was. It's true. Well, I don't think one of them was even attack 5, but they're still charging it.
Like I think
there were some interesting decisions there, but it's not like, I'm not saying it's easy to make that decision. Ooh, to grab banish there is going to send them back.
I'm kind of surprised Salad didn't use the Life Aura there instead.
Yeah, that was just my mistake. I didn't TFC it in time, but I guess they had a win rack anyways. So 5 head.
Ooh, does get a Buster Bug proc at least.
But yeah, it's a hard decision, right? Like that's a hard thing to actually determine for yourself, like whether or not you're going to beast charge your recoveries. And it's not like super simple either. It's actually fairly complicated in terms of the value.
Ooh, does get the Element Man TFC on the hub. Ooh, Minoriko with almost this full +2 area. Salad down to her final 3 chips here, but I mean, this Delta Ray, if it lands, would probably decide the game. Getting very good value on that grab revenge as well. Like people, like obviously the main thing about grab revenge is obviously just the utility of getting your area back. But that was 200 damage from those 5 panels. Like, and same with the Judgeman SP books as well. The damage on those actually can. Oh, and that's it. GG.
That's 1 HP.
Well, they have Tango, but yeah, I don't... They said right after this in the middle of the match that they threw, but they moved up and used Blast Gun on their own for that Delta Ray. But the thing is like, they can't stay on the bottom, right? Because I'm Electros, and they can't go to the top because they can't hit the Blast Gun.
Yeah, but I feel like they could have probably just, like, waited a little bit for, like, a better situation. Oh, what?
Yeah, because Electros deletes barriers instantly if they're invis. So I got the frame trap there. So it was basically what is it, like a meaty?
That's so funny.
That's actually the problem with Tango as well. I talk about it every time, but remember there's weird interactions of flashing and barriers, and your barrier can just get completely shredded. So you're usually flashing when Tango activates. So that barrier 100 might not even be a barrier 100.
But yeah, that was one juicy Delta Ray, as well as the follow up there with the Electros charge shot. And yeah, I see what Salad is saying as well, because like you can't really avoid the Delta Ray in that situation. Like you could have waited it out a little bit more, but
well, what I think they could have done is they didn't really have a reason at that point to be camping forward, protecting that area. What I do against Delta Ray is I don't just camp the top row, but I camp the back column, and sometimes just like will tank the one hit.
yeah, I think that was definitely the optimal play. It's just to stay in the back, because you don't need to be standing in the front for last man SP, right? So you could go to the back for it.
You're in a luck cross, like yeah, you don't really have that much of a reason to be contesting the area at that point in the game.
Yeah, I think that was just some blind aggression there, like just overvaluing that +1 area.
Oh, wait, no, they weren't a luck. They were spout cross, but I mean same thing, right?
They switched into spout afterwards, after the Delta Ray hit.
I think that was just disrespectful, right? Because the Elect Cross is still in play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was.
But yeah. Outside of that, the Delta Ray was actually, ooh.
Good play there for Minoriko, and only one hit on that GB's charge, so the barrier survives.
I don't know. I talked about this afterwards, but I feel like left B Tengu into Winrag is kind of weird because I don't think it's actually a trap. Like, I don't think it's confirmed that the other person was holding left. But on top of that, you have to be mashing it to get it in time, as in for the Winrag to come out fast enough after the gust. And so if your gust didn't actually pull them, which is possible, then you just whip the Winrag. But still, it's very good that it happened there. Obviously, I didn't react in time to moving left.
Huh.
Here comes the element freeze.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a mistake there.
Yeah, I guess shaking off that rust.
Ooh.
I just accidentally didn't pick chips this round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's a bold choice.
Yeah, and it's especially unfortunate since Minoriko is going for the Aqua Cross here.
Yeah, on the other hand, at the same time, you didn't lose, like, that much HP. You didn't lose that much in terms of the...
Okay, I was gonna say going into Heat Cross there would have been a very bold decision.
Okay, but what if I went Heat Cross and then picked no chips again? That would be an even bolder move, so you know, it's about tiers.
I think if Salad did that, we would have to give Salad the award for the bravest player.
Okay, you heard it, folks. That's an award you can win now.
The bravest player.
I
In
would
that
say
case,
Ray.
I want to retroactively give the award to Enduring Ray.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, this round so far is going a lot better for Minoriko. I mean, but it is Gregor. We could see a big swing. Ooh, Life Aura.
Yeah, that was an accident. I should have made it to which is really
And
unfortunate.
what was that?
My hand just glitched.
That wasn't the
Ironically.
Element Man SP, was it?
It was Element SP afterwards, so yeah, I meant to
Oh
use the judge
no,
on B.
that would have broken the life aura. Ooh.
Yeah, that was just a hand trimmer.
Yeah, we do see here it is pretty rough when you're in a gauge war situation and you have both your low gauges in hand, because you're basically playing with a Cust 4 at this point, and it looks like, considering finally just taking one and going with the Sanctuary turn. And Minoriko's still staying in Spout. I mean, it's not like they have any Aqua chips to chip charge with Spout. I'm kind of surprised they're still staying as Aqua against the Lek here. Oh,
Wow, the patience from Salad on that Sanctuary is actually...
Yeah, I would have just used the Sanctuary like right away after the first Magnum too. To also wait out the second one is crazy.
Yeah, obviously, like in the back of your head, you're thinking it's possible they have that, like they have a second Magnum this turn too, and it's up to your turn, of course, because they already used the first one. Like I think everyone will have that thought, like, oh well, yeah. So there's definitely the possibility, but regardless of that, I think it's also just like there's a feeling that you get after the Magnum where you're like, I have to answer, I want to use it. Ooh, here comes the erase.
Oh, and so yeah, this is unfortunate. Oh, this is really unfortunate. And yeah, Salad not using the second slow gauge right away. Yeah, waiting till the end of the turn to use it, because you don't want to be in that entire turn of slow gauge. Well, I mean, maybe you could have gone for like some Buster procs and stuff, but
This is a really difficult situation though, because of the fact that you've got to choose. Yeah, chip selection is very limited.
yeah, we are seeing here that that is the one issue with this chonk cost and the cost 6. You can get some pretty clunky hands sometimes.
Ooh, but would it actually be decent?
Huh, I feel like Minoriko could have maybe played that a little bit differently and tried to...
I think that Mega Boomer could have swung that turn like big time.
but that's why I positioned the way I did. I was trying to bait it out, and then trying to hug Thunder still.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and they have the Windrak here. Ooh, that anti-damage is big. Blocking the blast, man.
Oh, what a shame! Not able to step into the holy panel in time.
Ooh, the counter hit.
And now just trying to get that Buster Bug, please.
That's a Buster Bug 3, by the way.
I'm ending it with the charge shot instead. The one hit, Delta Ray.
Take the one hit. Oh, but here we go. That slow
Yeah.
area grab. This is still pretty scary for Salad down at this 1 HP, but these holy panels are really coming in clutch. Ooh, and it seems like Minoriko might be out of chips. Oh, we do still have Tango. Yeah, it's just it all comes down to if they can get these blocks with shield.
I think the mind game between like the slash charge shot and the shield is massively in favor of the slash, actually, because you can be really greedy and just gamble and keep bustering, but like if you can't really like react shield the charge shots.
Yeah.
So yeah, well played to Salad. That was a 2-0, right? But that was like that felt long. That was quite a set.
Yeah, I feel like
I think both rounds were pretty close, but Salad was able to just clutch both of them out.
Well, but that's the thing, right? That's why it feels disappointing to see on stream, because Gregor, you can play really, really, really patient. We see this with Soup hasn't been around for a while, but Soup and Rurion, who also sadly isn't active, they are very, very patient Gregor players. They know their wick cons and they're ready to just sit comfortably. So I wanted to submit this one because I feel like it was a good demonstration of like I didn't even get value out of Erase Beast there, right? But you just saved the crosses.
Yeah, it's definitely depends on the matchup. Like if you're against something like G code and they can decross most of your crosses, it can be pretty tough. But in this case, Minoriko didn't really have answers for most of those crosses. They did have the M boomer and W code for elect and stuff, so you had to be careful of that. But they didn't really have many aqua chips either.
Just one M boomer, and I don't know. I feel like the way the sequence worked out both sides, like it was very favorable for them. But it's also up to them to be able to manage their resources because again, this is effectively 3,100 HP. They do have fast gauge though, so that also works for them against this build. Okay, with that, let's go into setups for our last match.
Actually, how long is the last match?
Unfortunately, I think, well, let's see. Oh yeah, this one's a doozy.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
I might have to go. But actually, I think is Eurasia available?
Yes, Eurasia just got here actually. All right, we're gonna do a Battle Network 5 double team DS swap here. The volume sound. That's funny.
All right, yeah. Sadly, I have to go, but we actually now have Eurasia joining for this last match. Hello, Eurasia.
Sorry, I am fashionably late, but at least I made it for the last match.
Well. Look who it is. Look who decided to show up.
I'm sorry. I made a wrong turn at ACDC 3.
Yeah, this voice chat isn't big enough for both me and Eurasia. So with that, bye.
Bye.
See you, Symes. Thanks for casting.
Bye, Symes.
Thank you to Symes for casting again. Okay, welcome, Eurasia.
Eurasia, I think he was calling you fat, by the way. I think Symes was being rude.
I mean, with 2,800 HP, what can I say?
It's chunky. It's not fat.
That's big boned.
It's big boned.
All right, let's take a look at these setups. Yeah.
Enemy Caveman versus Ricochet.
Yeah, and it's a Falzar versus Falzar mirror. I feel like almost all of our sets today have been opposite versions, right? But instead, we're finally getting a little bit of Falzar on Falzar action. We've got BDT, not Hub BDT, just BDT on the left side here, and Meteor Knuckle, Neo Variable. Looks like B code primarily over here from Ricochet. And it's 1800 HP. It's the Bug Buster setup on the left with God, I hate this setup. It eliminates the weaknesses of BDT. So it's just like you don't need hub. It's just I hate it so much.
Yeah, when I played against Anime Caveman last week, I used anti-damage, and I think their BDT moved like 2 panels before they popped it off of their buster. So that was really sad.
And then we've got the Salad cust on the right here. Yeah, it looks a little bit different than I'm usually used to, but yeah, that's the Salad cust on the right from Ricochet. So 1400 HP, attack 4, got all of the good stuff there, rush, beat, so on. Okay, yeah, so what do you think about this matchup?
Well, as someone who hates BDT, Ricochet will not have the issues that a Gregor player would have of being stopped by a cracked or broken panels, since they have options to move around. And Anime Caveman won't have to worry about Minoriko, since, well, not as much as a Gregor player would. So this is going to be a pretty hard back-to-back. But both players have custom 8. They have a lot of attack power. Both of them brought their shirts, which I always tell you to. Very important to bring your shirts. So it's going to be a really tough back-to-back. The only big difference, which might sway in Anime Caveman's favor, is Anime Caveman has 5 area grabs. And area grabbed, if you know how to space them properly, to make sure that when you use it, you don't lose it as much. That's gonna make BDT hard to fight. So it's really gonna be a really tough back to back.
Yeah, I think the things to keep a watch out for are also the fact that it's a slow gauge versus fast gauge, right? And the Caveman obviously gonna want to pop that slow gauge once the BDT is in play, whereas Ricochet is gonna have to just deal with it and pop out the fast gauges in response. So I think there's basically, and obviously Ricochet has enough offensive chips in there and has enough going on that like anything could happen. But I think with the 1800 HP plus 2 recovery 300s plus roll 3 plus all of that defense coming out from Anime Caveman with his pretty beefy Falzar setup, I think it does mean it's going to be an uphill battle for Ricochet, who's on their side, they've got no recovery 300s, no recoveries whatsoever, actually, and then 1400 HP with the Salad cust. So it's going to be really rough, I think, for the main reason, actually, that the bugged buster, that chip damage from those buster jam procs, that's going to be really hard if slow gauge ends up being what the match gets played out in overall.
That is true. Both players have 2 of those custs. So whoever goes first is most likely whoever goes second is going to keep their cust. Since a slow gauge will override a fast gauge and vice versa.
Yeah, and I want to say it should be an interesting matchup here. Anime Caveman is really threatening with that Bugs Buster BDT build, just because they have a good understanding of like how to pressure with it, and then like kind of ramp it into the end game and just have those BDTs as well as the Buster Jam just whittling down their opponent and really pressuring them. So we'll see how it goes for this matchup.
Big hype. Let's do it.
What is it, last operation?
Well, I usually do it, but Neryth never, executes.
Yeah. That's kind of weird, though. I thought he's all about executing his opponents.
Yeah, Neryth, come on. Last operation. Set. Execute. Hey, he said it. Nice.
I was going to do it for you, but that works. All right, let's go.
All right, sorry guys, I'm back. What's going on?
You're great now.
I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope I didn't miss any team building exercises or anything. All right, so we've got the poison panels up front here.
That uninstall already, jeez. That uninstall combo's already set.
Yeah, and that's brutal because Ricochet is probably going to dust turn 1 is my guess. And both players have full cust regged, so there's going to be some interesting turn 1 shenanigans here. And keep in mind, Anime Caveman I think is way more kitted out for this. Well, actually no, they don't have that much cursor either. They just managed to draw that turn 1. Both players here would be incentivized to go dust early, but it's interesting that. Go ahead.
Sorry, it really helps that Mach-Gun 1 asterisk is a low cost chip, so it has a high chance of appearing pretty early.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we'll see how it plays out early. It looks like Anime Caveman doesn't want to risk. Neither player wants to risk losing their dust turn 1, so they're actually going into this just normal Mega Man.
Just beat it. Oh! Already. Ow. Element Man. It was surprisingly early. Aw.
Yeah, that's shocking to see, because Element Man, normally you would want to hold on to it for like an Element Freeze combo, right?
Or to decross Tomahawk.
Yeah. Or to get rid of your opponent's Sanctuary, although Anime Caveman's not packing Sanctuary, so I guess that does mean you can just throw it out.
You see, we just listed so many options for Element Man. It just shows how versatile that one chip is.
Yeah, Element Man definitely. I mean, I guess Ricochet still has Element SP, although another way you can use it is Element Man to set up Grass, Element SP to get the double damage, right? For potential 580.
Oh, jeez. That's painful.
Yeah, Element Man's like the Swiss Army knife of Navi chips. All right, here comes the defense. And Caveman opting to go into Dust. We'll see, yeah, instant full cust after burning the rush as well.
I'm gonna say Bug Death after this.
I think the main reason I don't feel good about this matchup from Ricochet's perspective is actually because I think Anime Caveman's build does have a weakness that you could exploit, but that weakness is really uninstall to get rid of the super armor, and then you could knock off you could interrupt the BDT charges. But
that's right.
But Ricochet doesn't have uninstall, so there isn't that option available. So when it comes to like the lawn game, it's going to be tough. Here comes the bug fix from Anime Caveman. Ooh, it's a nice TFC chain right there. Going to block the damage from roll 3, but still going to heal Anime Caveman. I think Ricochet was just trying to get the back B to get Anime Caveman into the poison panels. Let's see here. You could, yeah, Muramasa just for the decross, but it looks like it's going to be cycled out. And the Caveman hasn't lost enough HP yet for there's the BDT.
BDT, bacon, lettuce, tomato.
I think it's bacon. What would the D actually be? Bacon, dill pickle, tomato?
No.
This one, I don't know if it works. Yeah.
Nah.
Both as a sandwich and as just an abbreviation. I don't know if that works.
I'm sorry for folks who have sandwiches. That's not a good combo. But getting it right now, that's pretty early. With they have control of the area, so that's not a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, not a lot of HP to work with either. Down to 860 with no recovery options means yeah, it's a bit rough here. I think the other option would have been shield, right? Shield Navicust. So that would have also given you the ability to block those BDTs. But not having uninstall or shield means when the Dark Thunders come pouring in, the only thing you can do is step back and forth. Now you're cornered. Now it's a matter of time here, and the caveman wanting to ramp this pressure up. And already ready to drop this second Dark Thunder, which I'm assuming they're just going to step down and drop at the corner Ricochet here, which will knock off the Barrier 200, potentially both the Barrier 200 and the trap there, assuming it's anti-damage.
Does the wind push delay the animation? Oh, there it is.
It does if it straight up hits. Ooh, but some good interruption options here. Getting the area back is good for Ricochet.
Wow, they managed to avoid 2 Bug Death Thunders on that turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's really an infinite number of Dark Thunders that can pour out of Anime Caveman's Buster now. And also, that Muramasa is starting to look juicy. That would be just short of 600 if it connected now. And you can, because of the way BDT works, you can kind of control your opponent's movement and get that confirmed Muramasa.
Though, Neryth, because we saw the Muramasa again, are we getting, isn't that basically the end of the folder?
I think you're right. It's pretty much the end. We've seen pretty much almost all the chips come out already. But again, Anime Caveman's endgame is just so strong between the Bugged Buster and the BDT that it's still going to be tough to see if Ricochet can make a comeback here. On the other hand, we haven't seen Meteor Knuckle. We haven't seen any of the heavy hitters come out, really. Very nice.
There we grab.
Yeah, because you don't want to be down to. Ooh, that's a good chunk of damage.
A raw Proto Man.
Okay, and now I'm assuming Anime Caveman will just play around this defense, these final chips here. It's still in normal gauge, and it's not likely that either player will drop the gauges until like the final turns, most likely.
Oh yeah, fun fact to everybody, the slow and fast gauge does not affect the last turn. The last turn is 10 seconds no matter what.
Yeah, that is true. Ooh, but that Muramasa just keeps looking juicier and juicier. You're able to connect with it somehow. It's tough though. There's no way to force the connect. There's no way to force a combo here. And now you're not getting double damage, but
oh,
that's such a late dust full cast. And that was, hold on, that full cast has been clogging up the Ricochet's hand this whole time, right?
Wow.
It's ranked.
That's patience. That's a lot of patience.
Yeah, we'll see if it pays off for Ricochet. This could be the start of their comeback because it's true they haven't used a lot of their heavy hitters still.
Oh, Bugged Buster.
Okay, Sanctuary. Okay, that's removing Anime Caveman's Sanctuary answer.
Oh, and it flew off the stage because of Invisible.
Unfortunately, Anime Caveman has a second Sanctuary answer in the form of Element SP. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out, because that invis is going to last a while, and ideally I think Anime Caveman would want to actually land an element grass hit as well as removing the sanctuary. We'll see how they prioritize this. Gonna step down, tank the hit. That removes it, so no more Holy Aura. That's pretty good, actually. It's gonna crack this panel, and the Caveman's gonna lose a lot of their mobility here. They still have that Tengu back B as an answer to the Life Aura. Looks like they're gonna do it just to make sure that none of the Dark Thunders get blocked.
I'm gonna have to say, by this point in the game, losing that Muramasa really hurts. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's true. 500.
Possible 1,000.
Yeah, it's at least, I mean, Ricochet swapped out a Tengu, so the 1,000 was off the table there, but even 500 is just such a colossal amount of damage to take.
So like that playing taking it slow has been paying off. Like all that defense is has been very slowly coming into play.
Yeah, I mean, Ricochet is playing it about as well as they can here, using all their resources, trying to get maximum value.
Oh, Boomer!
Ooh, although this turn, unfortunately,
oh no!
Unfortunately, not getting value out of that charged, boomer there. It was a high boomer, right, in B code, so it would have been 280.
Mm-hmm. That's it. The most humiliating thing is getting hit by boomer twice when you accidentally step along its path.
And again, we still haven't seen Meteor Knuckle. We've seen Proto and Blast SP. I'm not sure about Element SP from Ricochet yet, but Neo Variable and Meteor Knuckle are both still on the table. I think Ricochet might be looking into it, and Anime Caveman is not in the mood to take that ×2 Neo Variable hit, so they're swapping out into Spout Cross right here. It's a bit of an interesting situation here, actually, because I believe that Element SP has already been used by Anime Caveman, so there isn't really a great answer, as well as the Heat Dragon. The Heat Dragon got thrown in before that uninstall early on.
Yeah.
So there's no good answer to the Tomahawk. So at the very least, Ricochet won't be getting paralyzed by the Dark Thunders. Ooh, full area lock.
Oh! It's almost impossible to dodge that pulse too. Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's nice. Getting all the area back. Anime Caveman is still in a decent spot, but if it comes down to it, if it comes down to damage judge, it's actually looking pretty bad for them.
Awesome counter! Oh! Double life
nice.
sword!
Very nice.
Knuckles! One hit!
I mean,
that's one more than what I get!
One hit, but that is 9 panels. That's maximum area potential. So it does crack all of these panels, though, but I don't know if Ricochet has a way to take advantage of that. But again, turn 13, right? So we might see damage judge here. If Ricochet can just keep dodging these for just the very end, if they go into ground cross and take the B cross hit, though, that's going to be really rough for them. Because that machine gun is just waiting to be used here. This is basically it. his next turn will just be Beast over.
Seriously, how unlucky do you have to be to get one?
Oh, that is
Bad.
that is the difference maker, I think. The damage judge is suddenly there's all the gauges.
Infinite power!
I'm actually not sure. I think Ricochet wins this though. The HP difference is pretty low.
Yeah.
I think Ricochet wins on damage judge.
Wow, it actually went to damage judge. That's nuts. Let's see. Judge Man, tell us the numbers.
Yeah,
2,000!
By a
2,000.
lot.
2004, that's when Battle Network 5 came out. Ah!
But yeah, the recovery 300s and that roll 3 meant damage judge wasn't even close, an 800 gap. So Anime Caveman actually didn't manage to take that first round, even though things played out pretty well for them. And Ricochet's like heavy hitters didn't do that well. The Meteor Knuckle only gained one hit, right? Not really able to get the area control they need for a really heavy hitting Knuckle. That's really impressive. Ricochet did a really good job there, playing patiently, playing it out, playing for the resources in the long game. That is not easy to do against Buster Jam and BDT. Oh, and we've got the same field, I think, right? It's poison panels right up front. It is going to be interesting how this plays out. We'll see if Ricochet goes for the same strategy, not going into dust early, instead waiting out their opponent.
Who's supposed to dodge that? Come on! Can't dodge that.
You're supposed to have color bug and green invulnerability right off the bat, so that it just doesn't hit you.
Or you know, you can be like me and have blind, so if you can't see it, and it doesn't count.
Yeah, true. You didn't see it happen, so.
I have to say that is the one downside to having a lot of HP. If it goes to damage judge, you are most likely going to lose.
Yeah, it's shocking that Anime Caveman couldn't actually get that value from the Buster Jam and BDT combo, because it does have that that late game just flood of damage. Ricochet just responded really well. That was just really excellent defensive play from Ricochet.
That very patient play paid off. Like, just took it slow and methodical. Like all that defense was very well played. Although the fact that both players didn't bother using their gauges, because you know whoever activates first is gonna lose that gauge war. So not having slow gauge kind of hurts BDT as well. Like slow gauge is BDT's best friend is slow gauge.
That's true, but it's not that bad to not have slow gauge on your BDT, just in the way that if you were playing like bubble BDT or something, you could double your BDT damage, right, and still get excellent DPS, excellent efficiency there. But because it's not bubble BDT, it's just a pretty standard BDT build here, and both players are holding their gauges. It becomes a bit tougher.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
Ow! Charlie on a rampage!
The fact that that uninstall came out turn 1, the wide shot, is just brutal.
Wow. How much damage is Charlie? He's like, what, 120?
With attack max? I'm not
like
sure.
Yeah, like he's not very strong, but the breaking and the cracking is what makes him really good.
Yeah, the damage isn't as high as other crosses, but it's not bad. It's nothing to scoff at. So it's actually 100 according to Twitch chat.
Only 100? Really? At max? That's weaker than I expected.
Still feels brutal when you're getting hit by it.
Yeah. Like, you can't block it. All you can do is avoid it. I mean, okay, you can block it with risky honey, I guess, but, you know.
Oh, don't forget anti-magic, right?
I don't want to think about that because I've been anti-magic a lot.
Yeah, yeah, same.
You can block with anything? That's not true. You can't block it with Kernel Force. You can't block it with Justice 1. I've been lied to.
This is a pretty rough area situation for Ricochet, but I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Most Night's thinking really hard, which is good because brain no hurty if you use. Bug fix.
Not only is the bug fix, it's also Ricochet getting that +1 area, but look at that poison seed HP drain. That is, yeah. So we were having this discussion earlier when Symes was here, because Ray was playing just Anubis, not Poison Pharaoh, but just Anubis, and I think you, on average, would do more damage with just throwing the poison seed.
And Anubis?
Than Anubis, because obviously if Anubis gets the full damage duration, like it just times out, you're doing a ton of damage of it. But also it's not getting damage in when your opponent is flashing.
Oh, that's
whereas Poison Seed just punches through that, even when you're flashing. If you're on the poison panel, it's still rough.
Yeah, Anubis would be used more if it had more HP, like it did back in the day.
Well, that's for sure. That's for sure. But you could get rid of Anubis like a ton of different ways, even when it's back road these days.
That's the glory about Hour 6. You have so many options.
Yeah, we saw it got taken down just by Falzar feathers earlier. But yeah, this is again, this is a rough situation for Ricochet. You've got two Thunders coming down you. You're probably going to take both of them if you don't have the defense. One option would be to go into Tomahawk to at least not get paralyzed, so you have the option of just taking one. But at that point, you're going to see an Element Man come down on your head, do double damage, and strip that Tomahawk away. So it's a tough situation here.
Move! Oh! Oh,
dodge!
They're not on the field! Oh my gosh!
That anti-damage is so good.
And the other one left the field! Incredible! I cannot believe this! They avoided two of them!
That is some amazing anti-damage value right there.
Man, maybe we should. Why should I? Anti-damage has always been top tier in Bound Over for 6.
This is still a really scary situation for Ricochet, though, because if this this element SP combo, that's going to strip away the Sanctuary, the safety of the Sanctuary panels, and then also going to get that double damage.
There goes Sanctuary. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, can return the favor here.
Oh, and decross! Boom! Oh,
no.
Oh, 1 HP! And no recoveries either. Oh, no.
Yeah, now Anime Caveman has these recovery 300s. Can use them just because.
Oh yeah, Dark Soul. This isn't BN5 for that. Nah. Can you imagine how different it would be if Dark Chips had made a third return?
I'm sorry, what's a Dark Chip?
I'll explain later. After the match.
I'm actually playing Battle Network 4 with Salad for the first time for myself right now. So yeah, I have a weird key item. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Just hold on to it.
All right, I'm sure nothing weird is going to happen. It seems pretty kosher. Seems pretty legit.
Everyone give props to Neryth for finally playing the best game in the series.
Oh, this is the best game in the series? I thought it was okay, well, I have my opinions. We'll just we'll talk about this later.
Good shot. Wow, man. Last match. It's down to this one. Hey, what do you know? Battle Network 4.
Bug fix turn 1 as usual.
Why does everyone get that but me? Why am I the only one destined to get bug fix turn 12? Just beat it. Good old beat.
Pete eating well today, as usual.
Beat's been looking kind of chunky with all those all those giga chips too, man.
I think a true bird-hating folder would have no megas or gigas, just so Beat can never eat.
I used to do that for a bit because I was sick of Beat eating my chips.
Poor Beat. Can't believe he would starve him like that.
Yes. I'm gonna be starved after Beat ate my kernel force.
Let the fat little bird be happy.
Turn 1 Bugfish shows itself to those who are pure of heart. Well, I'm pure of heart. Pure awesome.
I think turn 1 bug fix only shows itself to cheaters, but that's just me.
That's what it feels like half the time.
But yeah, we do see Ricochet having this early dust cross this game because they have that barrier 200 to pair with it. So let's see how this goes. Really knocking out these panels, restricting their options, restricting Anime Caveman's movement options early, which is good for Ricochet.
We got Rush. Ooh, going spout?
I guess the spout is really just for the quick charge and just the cross cancel here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just it's a cross that Anime Caveman won't miss. So
Yeah, because think about the folder. There's nothing that spout cross can really take advantage of. So it makes sense to use it as cross cancel fodder.
yeah. Plus, well, I mean, there's exactly one thing you can take advantage of, which is the wide shot, but that's not exactly a priority. Proto SP comes in for that juicy 290, sneaks in under the anti-damage.
Wow, not a single shot landed.
Yeah, Ricochet is still pristine here, 1400 HP. They did lose their barrier 200, I believe, but and the Caveman having lost at 290 to the Proto SP. Both players with defense up. We'll see how this pans out. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Wait, what?
Oh, no!
No! What happened? Was that a misinput?
That was almost so good. That was almost perfect for Ricochet, and then it all fell apart. That could have been so good.
I literally almost knocked over my juice because that just shocked me.
I was wondering what you were gonna say. I was like, your tea, your coffee, and then it was juice. What kind of juice you drinking, huh?
Peach tea.
All right, pretty good.
The perfect drink for such a high octane match.
This is a rare sight in that Anime Caveman doesn't have BDT yet. They're experiencing average luck. So let's see. They are likely to pull it here. Yeah, there it is. BDT coming up. And I would imagine you want to play both area grabs this turn, or at least have both in the chamber. But looks like Anime Caveman will just run with the one.
There we go. Good old Charlie. Oh, wait, setting up.
Drop.
That's not good. Ah! Oh no, this is not. Ow.
Interesting choice there. Ricochet opted to step down and remove the Dark Thunder from play. I think that's a good option because being area locked like this means your opponent could just step forward, hit you with that Erase Man, and then guarantee the Dark Thunder connect, which is way more damaged. So like this, if Anime Caveman just burns a Erase, there isn't going to be a follow-up. Ooh.
Oh, good.
Three hits. Only 3 hits, I think. The last hit got blocked by the Life Aura.
Ricochet says that they were tilted by the early TFC against Viz, and the mental damage led to the Erase Man misinput.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And yeah, tilt definitely can happen with, especially. I give a lot more credit for anyone playing against BDT because it can be so annoying and stressful.
Yeah, like these matches, especially when they drag on for a good while, it becomes harder to focus.
Ooh, okay. Erase will connect, and that's going to be a Muramasa for 500. But Blast Man at least gets rid of the life aura here. That is a very tragic HP value. 400. That's just 2 Dark Thunders, and then...
Oh! 2 hits?
That was anger. So a real quick 560 damage in retaliation, I believe.
140 times 2 times 2.
Yeah, so that is... Wow, that
massive,
swung
massive
it right
value.
back. The big problem here is Ricochet doesn't have any heavy hitters left. Meteor Knuckle's been used, Blastman SP has been used, Protoman SP has been used. I think Element SP might be the last one. I don't remember it being used, so maybe that's your last option here. If you can connect it on grass, that takes Anime Caveman down to a almost deletion. Ooh, okay, so there's the banish.
Ow! Full banish. Oh, that's some unfortunate timing.
Converts everything to grass here. And an Element SP will land before end of turn. That's going to reduce Ricochet to 1 HP.
Angry! Oh, this could be bad.
If only Ricochet had something to use it with, I'm not so sure that they do. So this is going to be... Oh, wait. Is Ricochet plus area? Oh, it's over. The grab banish right off the bat.
Oh no! That's even more damage! Ah! Bad forever. Oof! Oh! That was crazy back and forth.
Yeah, that was wow, that was quite a set. But yeah, Anime Caveman takes that 2-1. That was really interesting. Ricochet played pretty damn well, but just wasn't able to tough it out for those last 2 games. But still, that was a good performance from both players.
Jeez, that was pretty much the back and forth I was kind of expecting.
Yeah, I'll say definitely well played to Ricochet. Anime Caveman as well. They definitely. I mean, that was what you would expect a BDT matchup to look like. Just the steady pressure, keeping cool, keeping calm, some good usage of their resources, their utilization, the way they space things out, and just amp the pressure up over time. Ricochet responding to it like so well in that first game, but unfortunately got hit by some of the heavy hitters in the second and third game and just weren't able to tough it out until the end. But yeah, well played.
Well played.
Okay, I am back now. Well played to both players, even though I was not here for the match, as I am mysteriously covered in blue paint right now. I was very curious about the setup, about this matchup, though. First of all, Ricochet has not been around for a while, so I am glad to see they have come back to us. And also, this matchup with Ricochet's signature fast gauge versus BDT, I'm sure, was very interesting, and I will have to go back and watch it again later. With that is the end of the stream, so we will go into the credits. Oh, before then, let me go into the bracket again real quick. Eurasia, if you scroll up in the chat, you'll be able to see the groups. So this is Group A versus Group B still. We will have another stream covering the group stage next week. So 4 from each group will advance into the top 8, double elimination tournament. So right now, not all of the matches have been played out yet, so we will see how the placements look at the end of next week's stream.
Is that Mercury Wings?
Yes, Mercury Wings is back as of this tournament.
What? Oh my god, I haven't
Go say
seen
hi
Wings
to
in
him.
years.
Yeah, go say hi to him. He's doing a lot better.
After
I think.
this.
Yep, he's your old buddy. In fact, you even had him impersonate you when you were Net Battler. Q, I will never forgive you for that. I can't believe Erasure just lied to my face like that.
I had to. You and Neryth were starting to catch on. Neryth recognized immediately. That's not how a new player plays.
I mean, we knew there was something up with that player, but yeah. Well, you have a very distinctive style and way of moving, actually. You don't realize it. You always put yourself down, but your movements actually tilt people because they think you're just lucking into walking out of stuff, but no way. Like, your instincts are crazy, actually. Like I don't think I believed in, like, Net Battler instinct until I met Eurasia.
There's a couple of players who really make you go, okay, yeah, the Net Battler instinct is just... Eurasia is one of them. There's also Marvino, right?
True.
And there's a few others. All of the veterans have like really solid movement and just a really solid like foundations, and you can just recognize it really quickly if you pay attention. But it's like it differs from player to player exactly how that manifests. So it's interesting.
Eurasia makes it look so easy though. It's so frustrating to play against them. But yeah, like I want to see Eurasia take a top cut. Okay, with that, let's go into credits. Thank you so much, first of all, to Symes for casting the majority of the stream. Thank you to Rocket and to Toss, Honor Knight, and Ricochet for entering all the scores so far. Thank you to Honor Knight for organizing the VODs as always. Thank you to our other commentators, Neryth and Eurasia M. Thank you so much for joining the final match, Eurasia.
Sorry I couldn't be here sooner.
It's okay. We got through it, but we hope to see you more. It's always fun to have you around. Not just casting, but playing. And thank you to all of our participants as well, and the viewers in Twitch chat and YouTube chat. I think we were up to about 80 total viewers. Thank you for that. And with that, we will see you next week, unless our casters have anything else to say.
Yes. Quick reminder: playing in these is super easy. All you have to do is join the N1 GP Discord. We literally have all the resources you need to get started. It's really simple. It's a lot of fun. So yes. We hope to see you here sometime.
We have a tutorial channel that links our YouTube videos on how to get set up with Tango and how to join our tournaments. You can find it on YouTube, and you can find it linked in our Discord. Thank you so much to everyone again, and bye!